Live on Moorish World TV. Yeah, come down here. Come down here. Damn, they ain't gonna let you talk that stuff to me. Come on down here. Talk that stuff to me. I'm the king of my castle. I'm talking about. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I don't know what she thinks she talking about. You know what I mean? Anyway, how y'all doing today? Everybody good? I ain't even got a show, man. I just come talk to y'all, man. Who want to call in? Who want to call in? Yeah, come on down here. I'm live. Yeah, come on down here. I'm live. How y'all doing? That's right. Y'all hear my keys? I'm still working. I ain't worrying about y'all. Y'all done switched up on me. You know what I mean, where you at? I can't even see y'all. Y'all in the building, family? Let me see if y'all in the building, man. I'm running my mouth. Yeah, I'm actually still, I'm still like typing keys, real talk. Let me see what's going on here. Is everybody in the building? How y'all doing today? Let me see. Oh, that's the wrong show. Fam, I'm telling you, I'm all off point today. Am I live? I think I am. I think I'm live. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? I'm all off point. Am I live? It's right. Hotel, y'all heard me up there talking. I had to put my foot down in this demonstration. I mean, hey family, do y'all be hearing on my show, y'all be hearing on my show when the show come down, it be a buzz or something in there. Y'all be hearing that? I be hearing that buzz when I go back and look for it, then go and listen to it. You know what I mean? That's right. Anyway, where you at? Moorish World TV citizens waiting for you to come down here and talk that talk. Where you at? Talk to this woman of mine. Put my foot down today. I ain't playing. They didn't say I beat her with a bat. I done hit her upside the head. They didn't say I did all that. She might as well come down here and let's do it. Hey, Grip. They didn't already say I done beat her. I done beat her with a bat. I done hit her upside the head. What I mean? I'm eating some chocolate covered blueberry. They're Hasiddic food. Truffles. They call them truffles. Yeah. 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 I mean, she tell me, let me tell y'all something before we start the show. She gonna tell me, check the clothes in the dryer to see if they dry. So I check the clothes to see if they dry, and then I yell upstairs to tell her I don't get no answer. So I go upstairs to tell her, but she on the next floor. I still don't get no answer. So I yell through the whole house. And she gonna ask me why I'm yelling. What you mean why I'm yelling? I've been yelling 3-4 times because you can't hear. She gonna ask me why I'm yelling. What you mean? Because I just had to climb 3 floors. 2 something. Why you yelling? Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not. Man, this woman something, boy. There she go. There she go. Come talk to the people.
You tell the people.
Come here, they waiting.
You tell the people I can't hear.
Come here.
You want to tell them
No,
I can't hear?
right, come and tell them. Come and tell them.
No.
Yeah, come and tell them. Come here real quick. They want to meet you. They my friends.
Go upstairs, Wayne.
Y'all want to meet the missus? Who want meet the missus?
Upstairs.
Who want to meet the Sheikas? Press 7 if y'all want to meet the Sheikas.
Well, they gonna have to just hear.
Who want to meet the Sheikas?
You can hear my voice.
Press 7 if you want to meet Sheik.
See?
Sheikas.
See? He yells.
They got the 7 up here. They got the 7. Honey, I gotta start the show. Come on here real quick.
I'm not getting on
I
camera.
said, come on here real quick.
I'm getting on camera.
Why you ain't getting on camera?
Because.
You gonna do what I say. I'm putting my foot down. They already said I'll bust you upside your head. They already said I'll beat you upside your head. Come on over here. They already said I'll bust you upside. Look at this. Look at the 7s. Come over here.
No.
You can see the people. Man, see how she switched up on me. Eileen, come here. They say I'll bust you upside the head too. Come on over.
I bust you upside the head too.
No, you don't. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
God, my
Tell the
tummy
people.
hurts.
What happened?
My tummy hurts when you squeeze it.
I didn't mean to squeeze it.
Tell them be careful.
Anyway, tell the people Islam.
Islam.
Can you tell them you to Hawker Bay Frontline? Sing my song for me.
Huckleberry front lawn, sit along, come on, number bow.
If you a friend of the Moors,
A friend of mine.
I was told to watch my enemies. Hold my line.
Hold my fine.
Those who speak against the prophet,
Goes the chief and then the prophet.
they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet. Yeah. Who I'm speaking about? Everybody heard? Here, let me get you up here. You the one climbed up here looking crazy. They looking at you. You better say something.
My tummy hurts really bad.
Why your tummy hurt? What you ate?
I was drinking water.
You gotta take a deuce?
Stop that.
Yes,
Come on upstairs. Come
I
on.
gotta take a dose.
Stop that. See what I'm saying? Tell me what
He just turned 4. He just turned 4. Now he's only 3. Come here. He's only 3. He's only 3.
No, I'm not.
What you mean you're not 3? How old are you?
4.
Huh?
4.
You only come here for a minute. I just told them you only 3, right?
No.
How old are you?
4.
Are you strong?
Yes.
Okay, Islam.
Why it shows me that I was running here?
Cause you hanging out with me, but I gotta talk to the family. This the Moorish World TV citizens. Man, you can't watch yourself on. See, you can't take my show. Bye.
No, you why?
Oh. You know they already say I already knocked your head off. Anyway, with that being said, family, we're about to start the show.
We're about to start the show, bam.
Somebody say the plot twist. David Bruce say the plot twist. Tariq's daughter and GS son get married. Hey, you hear that? Cut it up crazy. But with that being said, family, this is my sidekick. This is his seat right here. Thanks to Jay Hammer. He took over my seat. This is his seat right here. So, you know, when I'm doing my work after work and I'm preparing for the show, he's sitting right here. This is headphones right here because he be trying to talk to me all the time, and then he like to listen to his little cartoons or his ABCs and all that. So I be like, man, you gotta put these on. So I bought him the dollar store joints. I ain't bought him I ain't buy him the big joints, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, we about to get started tonight. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna put the number out here, right? I'm gonna put he just turned 4 last month. He turned 4 last month, you know what I mean? But anyway.
It's always a scam. It's always a damn scam.
I didn't bring my son on here to scam nobody. It was just I was trying to get the show started, and the missus, Mr. Hotel said get him some beats, and the missus That ain't no scam. That's my son.
It's always a scam. It's always a damn scam.
No, this is my work hat. I didn't dirty this up to come on the show. Why are you doing it? I don't understand.
Keep it a buck.
I am keeping it a buck. I just went, this is the hat I work in. I didn't have time to change today, so I don't even care. Look, you know, I mean, come on, man. I am.
Keep it a buck.
This is crazy, man.
You love to hear the story again and again.
Where is Tariq getting all this cash?
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember.
It's always the damn
I'ma be that more
scam.
you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the more than you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemy and hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet.
It's always the damn
me.
scam.
And I'm speaking about the prophet who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black. We demonstrate facts. You tripping off drunk, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European how to fade. And looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation takes the pills, weed, and syrup. Yeah, they love Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigo, Ross, Lucid. But where the love for the woman look like your mother? I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the line call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than the You know it sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't working for the moment, but know that I know every moment that I says he ain't mine. Slow, I see it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for show. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast mistakes. I want my town, my shirt, my stores, my school. I'm sick and tired of the nation and debate. Hate when love is the savior. You know yourself, so you can't hate your neighbor. That's why you can't marry out of your grave. If you ain't for Moorish, fuck you out of your face. Chinese love China, Chinese love India. If you used to love the Moorish world, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That time. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
I will make a song called Buck Your Eyes. I like, look at Yasmin. Black girls read. I will make a song called Buck Your Eyes. Look at him bucking his eyes. You need to grow up. Man, let me tell you something. I don't know, but all that that was funny if y'all put up them eyes up there. Let me tell you something. This is the funny part, right? You know when people like Tariq Nasheed try to talk about people and try to clown people. This is no joke, right? What's up, James? Crypto. You know how people who talk about people and try to clown people, but this is no joke, right? I actually grew up in a neighborhood where two things that you had to have in order to survive. You had to be able to take a joke, have thick skin, and you had to be able to fight. Those was a prerequisite of my neighborhood. You had to, I don't care if you was a girl or boy, you had to fight. If you was of the Rainbow Crew, you had to fight. When they were called the Rainbow people back then, the queer names and all that, they ain't taking personal. They was ready to knuckle up. They wasn't crying. They wasn't crying. Oh, you made me feel bad. Even the Rainbow people was ready to fight. Who you talking to? What's up? Who you talking to? Like, oh. Real talk. The little girls that was a little bit rough around the edges, that wanted to play tackle football, not touch football. Yeah, they swing them hands. Tanico, I can name them. Yeah, they swing them hands on you. That's right. And the thing is I need to do a show about the rainbow community after I finish beating this guy to a pulp. Because it's a shame how the media, especially social media for that matter, has taken issue with things that affect other sectors of communities, and they superimpose it on us. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way we dealt with the rainbow community, yeah, it was sometimes where as though some people in our section got a little ignorant and just targeted, the rainbow cupcake community or whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, nobody tripping off of them. You know what I'm saying? That was like isolated incidents. But the moment that this social media thing got to rolling and this be who you want to be and all of that got to rolling, now they made everybody feel like a victim. When we was coming up, even little Tutti Frutti over there would rumble with you. Yeah. Even Tutti Frutti will rumble with you. That's right. They'll rumble with you. You feel what I'm saying? But now, everybody is a victim. Everybody is a Tutti Frutti. Talk about, you're gay bashing. You're gay bashing. No, stand up. You ain't got the man up, but at least stand up. That's right. Back in the day, that was a thing. Yeah, we had some I gotta do a show about this one day. We had some serious ones, man. I'm telling you, we had a woman. I was a little boy. I didn't know what that stuff was, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in a time where people were still a little bit hiding on that demonstration ride. I didn't know what it was. We had one named Howdy Doody. Good goodness gracious. Howdy Doody had hands like a dude. I'm telling you. And Howdy Doody, she had a wallet in her back pocket. Looked like she was packing some buns, but she had a... I'm not lying. I can get people to vouch for this. She had a thick man's wallet in that demonstration. They thought Howdy Doody was packing. Howdy Doody had a wallet. But you better not play with no Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody hit you with one of them hands. I mean, mama, look, real quick, I'm going to get into the show. I ain't really got no show. Howdy Doody, right? I remember one day, right? My little buddies came up to me. Man, they getting married up the street. Who getting married? Man, Howdy Doody and her woman was getting married on the basketball court. Oh, my man. We thought that was the wildest thing that we have ever seen. We standing over there looking. We all surprised. But I tell you, man, in our community, I like to say, man, I hope that we can get back into community, right? Because if we can get back into community, we can respect each other's differences. Don't nobody care about who somebody else sleep with. Ain't nobody tripping about who somebody sleep with. Don't nobody care about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat people like human beings. If ain't nobody trying to what name Freaky Nasheed, he get mad because the rainbow community he can't live his true self, so he cuss them out and get mad at them and indirectly flirt with them, because he can't be his true self. You feel what I'm saying? But I remember when I was young, man, we ain't pay them people no mind, man. We and when we did, we joked a little bit and we kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? They kept it moving. And so, family, we do need tolerance in our community, family. And we need to get back to what it used to be. You know what I mean? We need to get back to what it used to be. What someone do is what they do. It ain't your business. What they do in their bedroom ain't your business. Ain't none of our business. You know what I mean? Ain't none of our business what they do in the bedroom. I think that every human being has the right to be treated decently as a human being. You know what I'm saying? That's right. If someone get hurt and fall on the ground, you should pick them up. It doesn't matter what they do in their bedroom. That's some goofy stuff. And that's what society has put on people. And that's the same thing Tariq is doing with this that's the same thing Tariq is doing with this FBA thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we have situations in our community that hasn't and have not been. The situation that we face as an oppressed people has not been resolved. So everything that happens, now it's the FBA, the FBA, the FBA. Now, this been going on forever. Nobody is targeting FBA. They targeting anybody with a dark skin that don't have power. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's what they targeting. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, they even targeting less fortunate so-called white people. Even Europeans that is under the poverty, that's flying under the radar in poverty, they want them to be slaves too. They want them, don't they? You know what I mean? The only thing that a broke European can do is clean themselves up and talk like they got money and they can get in the door. But if they want to live ratchet, they a slave too. You know what I mean? I had a European used to live up the street from me. He used to like the sisters. Would you feel disappointed if your son was gay? Would I feel disappointed? Again, I don't care what people do in their bedroom. That ain't my life. Somebody asked would I feel disappointed if my son was gay. You know why I wouldn't feel disappointed? It wouldn't bother me one way or the other. I'm not going to embrace him because he's gay. I'm not going to disrespect him because he's gay. I'm not doing none of that. Like, why should gay be a factor of how I deal with people? I'm going to deal with people because of their character. I mean, I'm going to deal with people because of their character. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you gay and I don't believe in that lifestyle for my circle in my home and you are pushing that, no, I ain't doing that. You ain't pushing that in the crib. You ain't pushing that in the crib. You can go and do what you want to do anyway. As long as you ain't pushing it, you can push it somewhere else. But I'm not judging you by what you do. Nah, that ain't my style. I don't care. You know what I mean? We no different. I mean, you ain't pushing it in the crib though. You know what I mean? Nah, go ahead and do it over there, but you know what I mean? Come on over and eat this vegan turkey. Eat this vegan turkey that I made out of tofu. No, I don't eat tofu. Nah, for real. I done gotten to the place, man. I don't care what people do, man. Just don't let it overflow in my lap. I mean, I don't care what people do. It ain't my business. I mean, I know y'all should be able to know how I get down anyway. Y'all should know how I get down anyway. Nobody in here, how many people we got in here? We got 353 people in here. Nobody in here, all the years I've been doing Moorish World TV, could ever say that I tried to browbeat you and say, you need to become a Moor. You need to become a Moor. So you already should know how my life is. You know what I mean? You already should know how my life is. I don't do that to people, man. I think people make the choices on their experiences, and those experiences will unfold them into their greatness. Period, point blank. It is what it is. Now, I don't eat no tofu. I'm just playing. So, family, I'm just here today, family. I might get some calls today. Let me see if I can get a few calls in. So one of the things I want to talk about today, again, is I want to share. One of the things I want to talk about is this, family. I seen a couple posts where people like, you talking about Tariq grifting, but you begging for money to sue him. I want to explain to each and every one of you, I do need your support, because to even tackle something like this, it can get, and it is very expensive, you know? And so, absolutely, but this is not a grift. A grift is, a hustle is, I tell you that I'm going to sue Tariq Nasheed, and I pop up in Honolulu. That's a grift. I'm going to sue the Tariq Nasheed. I pop up in Honolulu. I haven't filed no case. I haven't showed you no evidence I filed a case. I ain't gave you no video. I ain't gave you nothing. So one thing that I'm trying to do, and I was going to do it today, that's what took me long too. One thing that I'm going to do, some of these videos, I'm going to make them membership only. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make them membership only. That way, all the people where I got their emails, you won't have to pay for membership, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to get everybody in there. I just got to figure out how to do it. I'm going to do some, I'm going to get some membership, the emails that people can send me their email. I'm going to get y'all emails, and y'all going to be able to, my next show, I'm going to try it tomorrow. That's why I ain't got too many slides tonight. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. I'm gonna do membership. And anybody sent me a Cash App or PayPal, and they got their email, I'm gonna put you on the membership, and then we're gonna make sure that the haters, that if they want to come up here and troll, they're gonna pay for it. And we gonna do. When the haters want to come up here and troll, we gonna make them pay for it. You know what I mean? All right. We wanna play, dude. So, family, that's right. You can come here. You're going to pay to troll me. That's right. It's going to cost you $7.99 to troll me. And then, all right.
Look at you. Where we at?
Where we at?
That's right.
All right.
Come on in.
They're going to come on and they're going to pay to troll me, because, and then what's going to happen is, I'm going to, after the video is down from the members, then I'll just let it out to the public. That's going to be that's going to be how I do it. You know what I mean? All the citizens, I think I just got to add your email. So it's going to take time to get all the citizens' emails up in there best I can. Oh, yeah. But once I get them up in there, yeah. Where New Scholar at? What New Scholar? Who is New Scholar? I keep seeing somebody say New Scholar. New Scholar got something he wants to say. Let me put the number in here for New Scholar. Maybe New Scholar will call in. New Scholar, you gonna call in, buddy? New Scholar. Wanna call in? I'm gonna do a little bit something on this show tonight. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? This is Where New Scholar? I answer all your questions you want, New Scholar. Where you at? Anyway. So, family, listen. They don't want to come in. They playing games. They don't want to come in, Grip. They playing games. They don't want to come in. I just put the number there. Can y'all hear that?
Call from
New Scholar.
Are you there, New Scholar?
This is New Scholar here.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that everybody can hear you. Can y'all hear New Scholar? Press 7 if y'all can hear New Scholar. Let me make sure they can hear you.
All right.
All right. Keep it clean, too. All right?
Always, GS. Always.
All right. Talk to me, brother. What you got for me?
I just tuned in, so I kind of missed what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I just catching the tail end. I guess you're trying to raise some money to find a lawyer, so.
No. Actually, I'm not raising to find a lawyer. I'm actually raising the money so I can comfortably file the case, within the jurisdiction where the violation was committed. You follow what I'm saying? So it takes security. I'm not just a regular guy. You know what I mean? People really gets mad at what I do on social media as it relates. Instead of proving me wrong, they get mad. So I get a lot of threats. So I need security. I need hotel. I need transportation and flight and things of that nature. So only thing is that if people are willing to assist, I appreciate the assistance. If the assistance doesn't come in a way that I would hope it would come, then it's still going to get done regardless, though. You follow me?
I do.
And then,
have you talked to any attorneys in that area yet? Have you done anything in that area?
In fact, let me say this. I'm not going to reveal too much of how I'm moving, but let me tell you my case is strong because that fool is wrong.
Hey, listen, GS. I've been listening to. I agree with you pursuing this case. I'm just saying I actually am pursuing a case myself right now, and just to let you know, these things can take years. Yeah. They can literally take years depending on how things go.
Let me ask
so you have to.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know how old I am?
I know you're in your 40s.
I'm 50 years old next month, brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm fully aware. Okay. I'm fully aware the ups and downs, the ins and outs, time frames, and everything. I would not pursue this if I didn't think that I would win. Now let me say this. The art of war. Only fight a war that you have already won. I wouldn't get involved in it if I didn't already won. The war is already beat.
No, I agree with you, GS. Look, I've listened to most of what you had to say about. I've also heard what Tariq has said, and I think your case is very strong based on the fact that from what I can see, you're not a pedophile. So for him to continue to say that would definitely be a form of slander. I think you got a clear-cut case. It's just a matter of damages.
Yeah. Well, I think that I also gave, and I appreciate you calling in because I said I was going to touch on some of these tonight. But I also gave him plenty of time to take it down. I sent them cease and desist letters. I also did a whole video showing that you can go into the registry and see that it's not true. So he had plenty of opportunity to recant that, and he did not. So it is what it is, It is what it is.
Right. Well, I wish you the best on that. I would like to switch gears while I have you here, because on that, we're in 100% agreement. Just want to touch on maybe something where I don't quite agree with you on.
Come on with it.
If that's okay. All right.
Okay. As long as you're respectful and don't cuss me out and call me the N-word.
Oh, no. I wouldn't use that. No. You have a respectful platform, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. As long as you don't, I know you don't do that to me, so we're fine. So what I wanted to say is, it seems like your position is that FBA, a lot of people in FBA are hostile, and they're going out calling names and they're doing things against other groups that we historically have not done.
Right.
And what I would say to that is, you have to put all of this into context. I was there I was listening when ADOS started, and then I was there when ADOS went to FBA. And so I used to listen to Yvette and Tone religiously, and then I listened to Tariq as well. Okay, and so when it comes to FBA and all this, where it seems like they're calling names and getting into skirmishing, it's because while we were distinguishing ADOS, we found out some things about the immigrant community, that they were saying names, calling us names, putting all kind of things on social media. And then at the same time, these same people that would do this, they would also try to star in movies about us as well. So we said, hold up, you can't have it. You shouldn't be doing it anyway, but you certainly can't have it this way, where you're going to continue to downgrade us, and then you want to play us too. So no, we're going to push back against all this negative rhetoric. Now, if you look on social media, you see people coming out all the time talking about Black American community. I saw Eritrean sister come on and say how her, it's a thing in her family or in her community where they don't really like to date FBAs. And if one comes around, don't pretend like you're not like them. You don't really like them. So she had a graduation. She invited her boyfriend who was FBA, and then when he got there, she pretended like she didn't know him. Okay. So what I'm saying is we have to push back against this because their numbers are getting greater. They're ascending into political positions. There was another Nigerian brother that wanted to take down Black History Month. Okay. So and if we don't say anything, it's going to fester, it's going to grow, and it's going to get worse. So we have to push back, and we have to do it in various ways. And that's one of the things that I have to credit to Tariq Nasheed. He realizes the need for this, and he does so.
Let me respond real quick, brother.
Sure.
If you believe pushing back is a social media post, if you believe pushing back is a YouTube rhetoric laden live stream, then brother, with all due respect, you have missed the bus. Brother, these people that you said that trying to get Black history out of school, they're on the ground. I mean, get Black history off of the menu for people of indigenous, African descent, FBA, whatever you choose to call it in this day and time. They're on the ground doing this. The rhetoric on social media becomes nothing but propaganda. It don't become effective because these people are actually on the ground, actually making these things happen that you're talking about. And so to say that Tariq Nasheed or any podcaster is making a difference by making a video really is not making a lot of sense because, my friend, these people once again are on the ground making these changes. Now, they are making these changes because they feel as though that this country can be molded into what they want it to be. And so the answer to that is get on the ground and FBAs mold it to what you want it to be. But coming out with a bunch of rhetoric, coming out with a bunch of disrespectful back and forths, even from them and from the FBAs going back, it goes nowhere. It's just a waste of time. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a waste of time. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Well, I would disagree with you, GS, in this sense. You have to see some of the conversations that Tariq has.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. It's on the internet, brother. Once that
right, but there's a lot of education being done at the same time when we're talking about FBA greatness and talking about why we should be respected. We're in effect educating the immigrants on the history about us that they may not know.
But brother, what are you saying? You're saying that FBA is doing that. That has been done forever. Why do you think Carter G. Woodson and Black History Month became a thing? Why do you think they started employing the why don't we write curriculums? How about that? Why don't you employ someone to write curriculums that will interweave our history that we have here? A YouTube or a Twitter space is not, brother, that's propaganda. That is propaganda. Now, when you're talking about immigrants saying something about FBAs, brother, that's been going on forever. And a Twitter's rant and disrespect is not going to change that. What's going to change that is building institutions. What's going to change that is, and not a little liquor store hotel. That's not an institution. What I mean by building into institutions, you have to organize people around a concentrated effort to throw all of that off. The same way that the European Jew does. The moment that someone says something that the European Jew doesn't like, whether you agree with it or not, they circle the wagons. Do you understand what I'm saying? Until we are ready to circle the wagons on the media, circle the wagons economically, circle the wagons boots on the ground, brother, all people will continue to disrespect what you call FBA. No boots on the ground, ain't nobody tripping what you're talking about on Twitter.
Well, let me say this to you. Now, part of mobilizing or part of the media today is social media. So when people do Twitter spaces, when people make videos and they push back and they give information, this is helping to educate people and further the cause of getting respect for FBA.
Brother, do you believe?
Now, also, let me finish this. Let me say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Part of what FBA is, when you talk about Carter G. Woodson, the difference between what he's doing and what we're doing is he didn't have black immigrants that he was pushing back on, and we're doing it under a concentrated banner of FBA. FBA is something that's inspirational. And so those institutions that you talk about that we need to build can certainly come about through FBA, through the inspiration that FBA brings to us.
Okay. So you say it's educational. Do you believe it's educational that a hairline determines a person's lineage?
Okay. I believe that there are differences.
No. I'm asking you yes or no. Do you believe that a hairline determines a person's lineage?
Well, I mean, I think that you could identify certain. You may be able to identify.
That ain't what I said. What I think. I say, do you believe from an educated, intellectual place that you can identify a person by their hairline? George Jefferson is not FBA. Is that what you're saying?
Right. But that's not. No. I would say you probably would have a tough time doing that. But let me say this though. Let me follow up.
I want to stay there for 1 second. Do you see how ridiculous you're saying that this is educational? I can give you a few more examples how this is not.
You didn't let me push back against that example.
Come on with it.
Okay. All right. When it comes to the situation with the hairline, he did not say, I listened to Tariq, he did not say that hairline definitively said what it was. He brought it up at the beginning of questioning it. He did not definitively say, hey, yeah, that hairline means that. But he's like, wait a minute, we need to look at this. Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. And then not only did he brought up the hairline, he also brought up where the person came from. I think the guy originally came from Maine. And we know that there are a lot of immigrants up in Maine. So what it is, it's about connecting the dots to find out, is there more that we need to know about this? And again, Tariq, what you're missing is the historical context. The historical context of all of this, the historical context of all this has to do with the fact that the way the immigrants have been moving. Whenever they do something, they want to claim their national heritage. Then when something bad goes wrong, then they want to be quiet, and the media puts it off on us. We want a delineation now of who's doing what. We don't want to take all the bad things, and then the immigrants, anything good that they do, then they get a chance to take it. No, they're going to have to hold their L's, just like we have to hold our L's.
Okay. Let's stop speaking ambiguously. Name me an immigrant that you're talking about, and I guarantee you I can define why they do what they do, because it's very apparent why they do what they do. Name one immigrant.
I can't.
Because we know, no, because
Okay.
before we
Huh?
have an intelligent conversation, we have to identify the problem so we can examine the problem so we can bring resolution to the problem. So I'm asking you, give me the immigrant and give me the circumstances, and let's go from there.
Okay. From what I remember,
From what I remember.
Cynthia Erivo, who acted in the movie Harriet Tubman, it was found out that she was online and she called us a connor, which was a derogatory term. Okay. Once we found out about that, we looked into it. Another one of her friends was also saying the same thing. We said, wait a minute, if that's how you feel about FBA, we don't want you playing movies. You're not going to be us and play us in a movie and talk about us at the same time. We're gonna boycott the movie,
brother,
and we're gonna make it difficult for you to have a career here.
Hey, brother, let me respond to that. Brother, there's no different when we used to be in New York and we catch a cab and said the cab driver stink and that the Arabs smell musty.
I'm sorry, GS, I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
I said that is no different than when we would go up in New York back in the day and we get in a cab and we talk about how the African and the Arab smells musty, that they don't use deodorant. Brother, this goes on in all different type of cultures. So for you to say like that is the catalyst for you to strike back because someone said something about it, brother, you're going to be chasing that forever. So what you're supposed to do is build an institution that will elevate the children behind you to positions of power that will allow them to take control of the situation and have influence over that which hit the airways.
Let me push back on your example, GS. Can I do that?
Right.
Okay, the difference in what you're saying and the instance I just subscribed is this. In the situation where if we were to talk about African-Americans, we're not talking about them as a people. We're talking about that particular person, how that person is presenting themselves to us at that time. And also, GS, we're not going over to their countries and trying to play them in movies at the same time calling them a racial slur. We don't do that. We don't even have racial slurs in our culture like that.
Brother, the reason why you're not going in their movies because they're not hiring you. You're not trying to get in them roles. You're not getting your accent straight. They learn these accents in order to get work. And so when they get work, watch this. When they get work, the producers hire them. The Jewish producer hire them. So go to the Jewish producer that is the real problem, the one that controls hip hop, the one that controls these movies. Go to the producer. Why aren't y'all, hold up. Question, why isn't anybody going to the source? Go to the Jewish producer who gave them the job. Why are you attacking the ignorant person that makes a statement when the Jewish producer that runs Hollywood is the one that actually gave them position of power? I don't see Tariq attacking
we're not
the Jewish
talking
producer.
About we're not talking about one person here. We're talking about a racial slur that's circulating.
An example. I'm using the example that you gave me and say, go straight to the source. It's just like when Tariq put up the police officer that killed the brother. He said, look at these guys. They look like such and such and such and such, non-FBA, right? That's what he said. But he never said anything about the police department. The next show, because people started talking about the system of policing, the next show, his title was, is this the new look of the police department? So the point that I'm telling you is that you don't understand propaganda when it's right before your face. That is propaganda. Now, if Tariq really, because you're repping Tariq right now, if Tariq really wanted to sideline these practices, brother, he's been in Hollywood for over 20 years. He haven't spoke against that stuff then when he was talking pimp stuff. He never spoke against that when he was talking rap stuff. He never spoke against that on Jay Leno. He never spoke against that. So he got these contacts. So why not go speak against it for real instead of doing a Twitter space?
When you say speaking against, you mean speak against the police department?
No, speaking against. We're talking about the one that played the role of Harriet Tubman. So he has connection in Hollywood. Why haven't he went to these executives that he know? Why haven't he went to these executives that he know and addressed the situation?
I don't think, like, you know, what Tariq decides to do really.
No, listen what I'm saying.
I'm not focusing on that.
I know you
because
can't.
it's
Let me
not
say this.
because
I know you can't answer
Tariq.
for Tariq. Let's be clear. I know you can't answer for Tariq. But what I'm giving you is rhetorical questions to say if you really want to solve a problem, you don't go to the one that's being hired. You go to the one that does the hiring.
But what I'm saying to UGS is there are actually two problems here. You got the person that's doing the hiring, and you got the mentality of the person that's doing the hiring. I mean, that's getting hired. Now, what I'm saying is we can do both at the same time.
No, brother. No. Tariq Nasheed is in a position with Hollywood execs to make his voice to be heard. You may be in a position to be on a podcast. Everybody has a lane to play. You know what I'm saying? Why haven't Tariq one time speak about these Hollywood execs by name? One time.
I mean, yes. To be honest with you,
that's
GS,
rhetorical,
you know,
brother.
Tariq is not. Since you want to talk about what he could do, I really don't think that that's feasible because those people are rich. They're powerful. Tariq's not rich or powerful like that. They're going to do what they want to do. They have an agenda that they're going to push. And Tariq just making a phone call is not going to change what they want to do.
No, what do you mean? He lives in. How did he get on Jay Leno? You don't know. How did he get on Conan O'Brien? You don't know. How did he get on these $1 million podcasts in the last 6 months? You don't know. The same way that he got to sit down on these $1 million podcasts. These are $1 million podcasts that he's been on. You know that, right? Just because these are $1 million podcasts. People invest in these podcasts. $1 million podcasts keep it going on. The same way that he got on these podcasts is the same way that he fight for the freedom of our people here by dealing with the execs because they're hiring people that's not from here.
Yes. What I'm saying to you is, I've watched Conan O'Brien, all the people on those guests. There is nobody that comes on those shows that I know. There's no black in Hollywood that has any influence over some Jewish producer. I don't know why.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying Tariq has influence over Jewish producers. I'm saying his efforts are only on Twitter and social media. His efforts is never where the real problem is. It's only commentary and you taking it to be for real. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
What you mean? What Tariq is doing is entertainment?
He's taking real life situations and they're entertaining to talk about. And it holds people attention because they're situations in real times. He is not in the problem solving business.
Yes, I mean, I'm not even, if you say that, I wouldn't even disagree with you. I mean, I always say it. Tariq is an entertainer. He's good at that. But as far as what FBA means to people and what it can do, we can remove that from Tariq Nasheed. He's not the leader of it anyway. And all I'm saying is...
No. Tariq is the leader. He's the founder and the leader. He's the founder and the leader. Yep, he created it and he developed it. He's the founder and the leader. He is. He's the founder. And
as the founder and the leader, he said, "I'm not the leader."
Yeah,
that's the first thing he did.
But that is not how it works. When you found something and you create the framework of it, you are the founder and you're the leader. You don't get to say that. You know what I mean? You don't get to say that. And you the one that control what is and what's not in FBA. You the one get to sell all the products. You the one that get the financial reward. You are the founder and the leader.
Yes. I agree with you that there are problems with FBA.
No, ain't no problems. It's not real. It's an illusion. There ain't no problems with FBA.
The problem is, well, I see it as a problem. And you see, and I agree with you. As long as it's something that's trademarked then that's the problem, and that needs to be dealt with.
No,
I mean,
it's
because you
not a
can't
problem, though,
trademark
brother.
a lineage.
Brother, you got to stop. It's not a problem. Tariq intentions are well documented. There is not one effort that Tariq has not tried to capitalize off in the name of people and liberation. Half people have liberation. So for instance, he wanted to liberate in the sense that in the Mac game, he wanted to liberate men so they won't get played by women. That was his grift then. That was his grift then. He went from that grift to now social commentary. That's his grift now. That's his hustle. So he has a track record. You follow me? He has a track record, brother. That track
we're not in disagreement with that. We're not in disagreement. But what FBA is, or what it can be, or what it means to the people who believe in it, that is two different things.
Brother,
I think that they're separable from Tariq Nasheed.
Brother, we believed in Santa Claus one time. How beneficial was that?
No. GS. The label foundational Black Americans is something that fits us.
No, brother, listen. I can make up a label tomorrow that fits us. But the moment that I do not organize people around it with a plan and an agenda to get us to the next level, and everything that is connected to it is a cash register, bro, at that point, anybody that believe in it should walk away from it. That's the difference. I can make up a term tomorrow to fit our original people here in America that help establish this country. I can make up a label tomorrow. But the moment that label is connected to a cash register and not connected to a plan to bring us up out of this situation of oppression, at that moment, anybody who believes in it should walk away.
Well, let me say this to you. I'm gonna be fair. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to reach Tariq Nasheed, and I'm gonna try to confront him about this trademarking of a lineage, because I'm gonna get some answers, because that needs to be dealt with, because there shouldn't be trademark. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, but until I can get to it, that might be a while, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying, don't discount what FBA means to the actual people. And I don't think you do that.
Do you understand that I know the principle of FBA, and I think the principle of FBA is a legitimate claim. But FBA has become a brand, and now that claim has become poisoned. You understand what I mean by that? We are pretty much foundational in building this country. Do you understand? I know that.
Okay.
Now, the problem with that is one amongst us realized that would trigger people into support, and he will pull on the emotional heartstrings by pointing out incidents that even predate the FBA term and label. So all of these situations that he's pointing out predates FBA. They didn't start because you started calling yourself FBA. They always been there. So he points them out on social media, pull on your heartstrings, and ultimately he's going to sell you something. He's going to sell you something. Even with the museum, quote unquote, the museum, for all of those who supported in the millions of dollars, now have to even pay a cover charge to go in on the first day.
GS, I made that same observation. I thought about that, and I didn't think that was right. I thought he should have something for people that they shouldn't have to pay for if they contributed to the museum.
And so what I'm saying to you, brother, If it looks like a duck, it quack like a duck, it's a duck. The whole thing is people are attached to the emotional context of FBA and not even looking at the connection that is connected to FBA, which is the hustle.
Well, let me tell you my relationship I have with FBA, which is that I listen to Tariq Nasheed. He gives out good information. He's entertaining. And I think he does some things when he pushes back against the immigrants and all that, and he lets us know about, the things that they're saying and doing. I think that's good because we as FBA, we need to be aware of all those who are opposing us and are doing things to undermine us. To that extent, what Tariq is doing is good.
Brother, do you realize the image of the devil is not the true image? And let me say this. This is figuratively speaking. The image of the devil. Red, ugly, pitchfork, and all of that crazy stuff that they used to give us when we was young. The true devil have to speak in a language in which is appealing to you. It have to draw you in. It have to speak on topics that is going to grab your interest. For if he can't grab your interest, then he can't get into your pocket. So he got to talk about things that is combative, like a Somali talking about a FBA. He got to pull out these stories. He got to say that we've been on the bottom so long. Why are they doing this to us? We need to claim our lineage. But he's not putting no boots on the ground. He's not putting no programs on the ground. He's not doing anything. The devil, and what I'm saying is, the devil is not a pantyhose and pitchfork entity underground. It got to look as beautiful. It got to sound as best as it can to get in your pocket, to get in your heart first. Once it get into your heart and into your psyche, getting into your pocket is easy. And that's what's happened. Tariq, I'm using the devil as an analogy. Tariq, in the sense of the devil, has been able to appeal to you and many others. And you all believe that he has your best interest at heart. And I'm telling you, no matter how good FBA feels, no matter how many stories that he pick up around the internet and post and talk about on his show, no matter how many events that he have, at the end of the day, it's ching ching for him, and you are waiting for the next hit, a feel-good FBA crack.
Look, anybody, okay, in my case, what I'm saying, I'm looking at how I look at it. I don't contribute to those kinds of things.
No,
also,
you don't have to contribute financially to that, but you right here trying to find defense for it is enough influence to make somebody else think about it and they'll contribute for it. You understand what I'm saying?
I support the work you do in exposing the things that Tariq does.
No, do you understand what I'm saying, though, my brother? Listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to support something. Like I tell the citizens here on Moorish World TV, I thank you for your support. If you give $5, if you give $2, if you share, if you like, or if you thumbs up, all of it's important. Because let me tell you something. If a share and a like can get to the right person, then maybe they might support an endeavor. Then maybe they might be one that say, well, you know what? I know this person that can help you with that. I know one that can help you with that. And so it all works hand in hand. So just because you're not donating money, just because you're not sending money, your support and saying that Tariq is all right because of this and disregarding all of the grifting, you have become complicit in the whole grift.
All right, GS. Well, I just want to say this. There are a lot of people who've taken to FBA and they're doing great things. I just wanted to ask you to take a look at a website when you have a chance. I just saw it the other day. The website is called Black Skin is Amazing.
I
He's a
want you
young
to
man.
pay attention to the show, and I'm going to show you. If you can text this number, the website, I'll check it out. I will also text you back. I would love to bring you on the show at a later date. I think you give a good conversation. But I got some footage that I'm about to show again and show you how these Europeans really look at this situation too in a minute.
Okay, I'd like to do that. Yeah, I will give you that website, and I want you to get that young brother on because he's really good, and you should look at some of his.
I think I hung up on. Oh man, did I hang up on you?
No, yeah, well, you didn't hang up. I'm still.
All right, my bad. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I said, yeah, I'm gonna, if I can get this website to you, I want you to bring the young brother on. He talks a lot of history. You can tell he's really motivated. He calls it, his site is like, he deals with ADOS/FBA, but he's a really good person, and you'll be able to see that it's beyond Tariq. And
This is what I'm saying. This is what I understand that it's beyond Tariq, but what I want you to understand is that Tariq created this for his own benefit. Now, just because it takes on a life of its own by somebody else who is inspired, at the end of the day, he has everything trademarked, so it all goes to his bank account. So one's inspiration becomes his cash register. It becomes his promotion. It becomes his advertisement. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
I understand what you're saying,
So just because someone is inspired by FBA and it takes on a life of its own, that's a good thing for Tariq Nasheed, because when it takes on a life of its own, he have it all trademarked, and when you make it popular, or the person that's inspired to make it popular, and they send people for information about FBA, the next thing they want to do is buy an FBA shirt, buy an FBA hat, buy an FBA book, and Tariq controls it all. So it doesn't matter how inspired you are. At the end of the day, it all goes back to Tariq. And that's the problem. And you're not building a movement. You're not building any institutions. You're not building anything. The only thing you're doing is giving free promotion and advertisement.
Let me say this, and I'll end with this. You know, maybe Tariq has trademarked those things, but that doesn't mean just because somebody's trademarked something, that doesn't mean that they're going to enforce the trademark and try to make money. So I know, like for example, somebody has a book on.
Now at this point, you're going to have to go. Why would one waste their time trademarking something, spending money to trademarking something, if they don't plan to enforce it? That's just like saying, I'm going to buy a car, but I'm not going to drive it. Brother, you're not making no sense.
No.
Take it back. I demand that you take that back. Brother, you're more intelligent than that.
Yes.
No, I demand that you take it back.
I'm going to tell you why I can't take it back, yes. Because if I was in Tariq's position, I would not enforce it.
Brother,
maybe if
you're not Tariq.
So I'm not going to put anything on somebody else.
I demand that you take it back. We were having an intelligent conversation.
No. You can't. Yes, let me say this before I let you go. You can't say what somebody is doing unless you have proof that they're doing it. You can't say that.
Listen to me, brother. Let's just use, brother, if I roll a blunt, we can say that GS is going to get high. I don't smoke weed. But if you seen me roll a blunt and you see me licking a blunt, wrapping a blunt, you can conclude that most likely than not, GS is smoking a blunt. So if he files these trademarks and pay the money, we can conclude that 9 times out of 10, more likely than not, he's going to enforce. That's just makes sense.
Yeah. All I'm saying is we don't know that for sure. And let me say, I know that I saw a book on the internet on Amazon where the lady used the FBA terms. And so I'm just saying until we have evidence that he's actually doing it, because let me say this,
I gotta go. I gotta get the next caller.
Let me say this. Let me finish.
You're gonna make me tired. Man.
I gotta say this. The trademark is for him to do that, and the trademark, it doesn't exclude anybody else from doing it as well.
Brother, you're gonna make me hard, brother. You're gonna make me
tired. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
brother, I wish you best in your journey with FBA. I'll see you in 3 to 5 years and see if you have that same talk. All right?
All right, brother. Take care, Tariq.
Peace. Hey, family, I know y'all wanted my man to get off, but you know, we want to hear FBA's talk too. This is not Tariq Nasheed show, whereas though he got people set up to call. You know, Tariq had them set up callers, and it's a shame that the FBAs don't even see the setup calls. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that the FBAs don't see the setup calls, and them setup calls, man, be ridiculous. Let me see if I can get. I'm going to see if I can get my bro on here through another medium. Let me go on to Twitter real quick and call my bro. I'm going to call you through Twitter, my bro, Gravitating. Can I call through Twitter? How can I call through Twitter? Let me see if I can call through Twitter. Can I call through Twitter? I'm on a different program tonight, so I'm a little bit different on the program here tonight. So, yeah, I don't know how to do that through Twitter. But anyway, I can bring you on. You got to hit the number. Hit the number, Gravitating. Hit the number for me, Gravitating. I just put the number in the thing. And again, family, if y'all able to support, we are going to pursue this legal matter on Tariq Nasheed slandering, calling me a sexual predator. I don't even like to say that. That thing sound dirty. That dude is goodness gracious. Thank you, Kenyetta. Thank you, Desmond. Somebody, OGO, please. You sent the Cash App, but what I want you to do is make sure you got your email. Anybody that sends a Cash App, I don't care if it's $1. I don't care what it is. Please, I'm about to send you a thanks for your Cash App. I don't care if it's $1, if it's $2. Send your email. You are going to get some of this exclusives, and I want to add you to, and I want to also add you to the membership on the channel, so you can get on up in there. That's what we say, get on up in there. Hold on one second. Before I get any more callers, man, I want to share something with y'all real quick. Family, why is it that when we deal with our brothers and sisters, I haven't dealt with any sisters yet. Ain't that so? Have anybody ever noticed that we haven't dealt with any sisters from the FBA yet? Anybody ever noticed that? Press 7 if you noticed that. We haven't dealt with any sisters repping FBA hard body. Pause. The only thing that we have ever seen to rep FBA is men. Anybody ever notice that? Anybody ever notice that? Hey, I have not seen one sister. Can I get an FBA sister to call in? I have seen one sister fight me or fight anybody. I haven't seen it. Maybe on Twitter. I haven't seen one sister fight me about FBA concepts. Not one. All men. All men. There you go. I got it. I got it 316. There you go. I got it. I got it. All men. Anybody ever notice that? Not one sister have ever. Since I've been doing these shows since October, there has not been one sister. Not one. Not one. That ain't that what that tell you? Ain't the women is the one that birthed the men? Aren't they the smartest? They should be following them women. They better be following the woman's lead. Man. I haven't seen one, family. I haven't seen one. But let me ask y'all what y'all think about this. Let me ask y'all what y'all think about this.
African Americans built capitalism in the same way that potatoes built McDonald's. The United States was 90+%, in my opinion, of course, white, almost for the totality of its existence. And you're going to tell me that this tiny group of people are the ones who made it great? Fuck off. It's my blood and sweat of my relatives that made that happen.
African Americans built capitalism in the same way that potatoes built McDonald's. The United States was 90+%, in my opinion, of course, white, almost for the totality of its existence. And you're going to tell me that this tiny group of people are the ones who made it great? Fuck off. It's my blood and sweat of my relatives that made that happen.
Now, how would an FBA respond to that rhetoric? A FBA wouldn't even know how to respond to that rhetoric. They wouldn't even know how to respond to that rhetoric. They wouldn't even have a clue. Yeah, D. Tubman is Tariq. D. Tubman is Tariq. They wouldn't have a clue how to respond to that rhetoric. Let me tell you something. Let me play another one real quick. And I'll show you how. I'm going to take over FBA. I'm going to revamp FBA. Me and you are going to revamp FBA. All right? Y'all ready? Me and you, Moorish World TV citizens, we're going to shut it down and take it over. We're going to take it over because they don't know how to argue with these Europeans. I would debate this European. You know what I mean? I would debate this European and send him back where he come from. You know what I mean? But before I do that, let me hit this one real quick.
If you're going to claim that white people and Western civilization is wealthy because white people had slaves, then you're going to have to claim that every other race of people is as wealthy and productive as Western civilization. Because every group of people had slaves.
So let me play it one more time so I can show you how rhetoric works. Rhetoric works the same way on both sides of the spectrum.
If you're going to claim that white people and Western civilization is wealthy because white people had slaves, then you're going to have to claim that every other race of people is as wealthy and productive as Western civilization. Because every group of people had slaves.
Now, let me show you something. This is a problem with that argument. Now, Europeans that would follow this type of person, they will be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's correct. That makes sense. And the same ignorant European that will follow that line of thinking, on the flip side, is the same type of people that follow Tariq line of thinking. First of all, the world knows how America got rich, how America got wealthy. And yes, it was from slavery. But there was a particular thing associated with slavery that made America the most wealthiest country in the world. Do anybody know what that particular thing is? Cotton. Thank you, Ivan. My man. It was cotton. It wasn't the number of people. It was cotton. Cotton is what made America jumpstart into the economic boom. It was cotton. Tobacco was second. First, it was cotton. In America, it was cotton. And you can do your research on it. That was first. In the islands, it was sugarcane. But in America, it was cotton. And that's how America got its real jump start. And so the European straw man argument is that everybody owned slaves and the world owned slaves and then everybody would be rich. Goofball, everybody didn't have cotton like in the South. The biggest producer of cotton is India. However, the greatest production of cotton was America. India produces. See, this is what I'm saying. FBA could we over here can destroy that argument overnight. We talk about sugar, we talk about rice, we talking about corn, we talking about cotton. Like we could destroy this European argument overnight because this is where intelligence lives. See, we wouldn't look. See, I shouldn't even gave it away. I should have just said why the FBAs ain't going after this European. Why they ain't going after this European? I mean, like they would attack each other, but let me give them. They should go over there and attack him right now. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What's it called?
If you're going to claim that
no white guilt,
white people and Western civilization is wealthy,
it's called no white guilt.
White people had slaves, then you're going to have to claim that.
I bet you they're not going to go and attack him, but they will go and attack somebody that got a role to play Harriet Tubman. They ain't going to attack him though. I mean, but let them hire an African that's playing Harriet Tubman. And she used a word that you didn't feel so kind to. You know what I'm saying? That shows you how crazy these people are. That shows you how crazy these people are. I wonder if the brother that was on here earlier, I wonder would he go and troll him. I mean, like you can find a whole bunch of underhanded racist Europeans on social media in this day and time. But all they do is troll Somalians, Haitians, anybody that look like them. Anybody look like them. They don't troll no Europeans. When Tariq talk about Europeans, he make it like a sideshow. But when he talk about people that look like him, good goodness gracious. Good goodness gracious. This man is unbelievable. Who gonna call in next? Somebody was trying to call in. If you got an unknown number, I'm not going to answer because I know you ain't about no good. You know what I'm saying? I already know. So with that being said, family, listen, what I'm doing, I'm still hoping that we can get support for this trip that we're going to be. Now you know the museum. Mm-hmm. You know that the museum is going to be opening. Anybody know the date of the museum? On the 20-something? Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all know that, right? The museum gonna be opening, right? Listen. Oh, that's Gravitating Away right there. Okay, let me get Gravitating Away up in here real quick. Bam. Okay. I'm about to get him up in here real quick. See what he got to say. I don't know why I didn't hear your call. There you go.
Peace, brother. What's good?
All is well. All is well. I can hear you. Let me make sure everybody else can hear you. Can y'all hear Gravitating Away? How does he sound? I'm on a different program right now. That's why my screen is so bright and so HD. So I couldn't really bring you in with a link.
I dig it. I get it. I understand.
Yeah. So where is Taharka's museum? I don't have a museum. In fact, I wouldn't even lie to you and tell you that I'm building a museum because I know what goes into building a museum. I don't have connections to get the things, the artifacts that would make a museum successful. I don't have those connections, nor do I know how to operate a museum. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to get curators. I don't know the business particular or the business model of a museum. But guess who else don't? Your daddy, Tariq Nasheed. He doesn't have any of those connections. He doesn't have any of the business model understanding. You know what I mean? Jack Upton said, what have you done? You can call in next and we can talk about that. I've done plenty and I'll do more. But now we'll go to our friend of Moorish World TV, Gravitating Away. The floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, man. That facade of a proper museum is a joke. The licenses you would need for certain artifacts, the codes. I mean, come on, man. Where's the what red line did this man set up to connect with the right people? I mean, the space alone, if you really understand how a museum works, like, it's not sufficient to even call it that, so we're going to keep calling it Club Hidden or whatever, terms you got, man. But I'm not going to, insult a proper building that gives us insight, in-depth understanding, and call that junk a museum. I'm not going to do that. Putting up Hidden Colors documentaries up on a wall in posters is not sufficient. And that's what it's probably mostly going to be. It's going to tell you a bunch of things about Dr. Clark and misappropriating his terms, trying to sell to us in terms of growth, knowledge. He was really about do for self. I noticed how they spin away from things like that, from certain, talking heads. They'll kind of take snippets, use it, and run with it. And that's what it is. It's gotcha tactics, get the emotions riled up. Brandon had a nice live the other day, and we were talking about that. Tariq's goals are manipulation, reaction, and persuasion. So you got to just be on your pivot, on your square, and you ain't going to be moved like that. But I'm telling you, Tahar, this is a strong battle. I'm not going to front. I really hope you got the energy for it, which I think you do, because our people are stubborn. Once we get our foot in the sand, it's hard to take us out of that. And like I told Brandon, he allowed people who already had embedded feelings, whether xenophobic or not, I'd like to think it's just bitter feeling. And now to spew out all the hate they have inside of them, whether you think it's venting, and it goes unchecked. So this is a space that you get to be ugly as you want to be, and you're not realizing the destruction you're doing of your. See, we got a face card.
Let me,
so for all of them, go ahead.
I wanted to grab one of your thoughts real quick. So one thing that we have to understand, like if you're truly about enlightening and waking up people, one thing that you have to be comfortable with is that the person that you're talking to may not be the one that you actually wake up. It's the one that is coming behind them that will probably get it more than the one that you're talking to. So the FBAs that we're talking to now, they may not get it. That's fine. But these videos and your conversation and my conversation and those who are on the level with the people, the next people will get it. If we focus too much, somebody said I gotta take his ring off. I don't know how to put this thing on vibrate. If we focus too much, hold up 1 second.
You in and out of it.
1 second. I'm trying to do something real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. I hear you.
Hold up. trying to get this ringer down. So if we focus too much on those that is in the midst of it right now, we'll lose focus on the generations that's to come. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's my motivation. My motivation is not so much on the lost ones today. It's the ones tomorrow that could fall victim like the ones today have already fallen. That's my motivation. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're going to see it more clearly. Because once all of these shows are up, now they get a bird's eye view without going through it. See, those that already been through it, those that already been through it and already going through it, and they fell for it, they are emotionally attached to the idea and the ideal. So they might be gone. You follow me? They might be gone.
I understand.
But these videos are here. And the ones that could potentially fall for it and go down that road just like those that are gone, this is going to change that. You follow me?
Yeah, those checks and balances, it prevents a monopoly. You know, in this space, we already know how up and down it can be. So if a youngster 5 years from now, 10 years from now, want to jump on board with Tariq and his scams, he's going to see so many, he or she going to see so many information out there that not necessarily makes them sway their decisions, but it keeps it balanced and it makes them think, hold up, I'm seeing, you know, this side, that side, and the other, and that gives them time to think, do you really want to follow it? And
Absolutely.
This is where proper research comes into.
And this is the thing. And to follow up what you're saying there has not been a YouTube channel, musician did a good job. I think keyboard musician did a good job. But I don't think there has been a YouTube channel that has covered with so much in-depth research like Moorish World TV as it relates to these screen shares and this showing and this. Like we're having a conversation tonight, but majority of these shows is look at this. Look at this. This is here. Look at that. So it gives the viewer the ability to go back and check it out. You follow what I'm saying? The viewer has a chance now to say, hold up, this guy done 100 shows on Tariq. Let me go and see if this is true. And when they go and see if it's true, they're going to find out absolutely, emphatically so. It's true.
I mean, it's like this. I'm turned off by a lot of people that, you know, even the ones that say they don't like Tariq and they make these clickbait videos. And it turns me off because it's like, I don't want to do juvenile back and forth. You know, this is big business. So what really brought me to this show, you know, I've seen you many times from other subjects, but you really had receipts. You did in-depth coverage, and I'm saying, okay, this is something I could rock with, even with Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. I have disagreements, but overall, the core is, okay, these brothers are not just going to come out with information to get clicks. You're going to provide information. You're going to provide detail. It's up for me to receive that or not. And I like giving my brain good food, and I saw good food. I mean, brother, you was cooking. I couldn't even ignore anymore. I put my wife on to understand why do we take our time to research, to study, to pay attention. So all of it matters, which is why I understand what you meant by the folks that are coming after era of FBA. And it's something that I wanted to piggyback on when you was talking to the previous brothers. And you said something very, very deep. You know, he was talking about everything that FBA does, but he doesn't go in depth and explains exactly what they do. It's like everything is just becoming talking points to promote. But it was a point you were saying, and I think it's slipping my mind, but you checked the brother when you said, you know, you're going to follow somebody and not understand the end game, not understand the intricate details of it. So already that was the fanboy. So there was not much you could do in that conversation, but I appreciate your patience. As I said, our people, we need discipline with them, and we need patience. But you could have introduced him to the tone way back.
Right.
But, you know, you got to be non-biased, and I get it. We need both sides to come and talk. This is what it's about, end of the day. It's about having a dialogue. But I think I've been, like, shell-shocked from really trying to approach it that way. And I get treated like I'm some punk, you know, I'm a cuss, but some punk-ass SOB. And it's like we could have the game of mind tricks, but I don't want to do that. How can we have them come in, have a proper dialogue?
Well, bro, you know, on social media, it's the toughest guys on the planet on social media. I mean, for real, for real, they're amazingly tough. They're amazingly courageous. You know, they talk tough to, you know, that people that look like them. They talk real tough because in the beginning, I only addressed this from my opinion about trying to figure out what FBA actually was and what they were doing. Tariq Nasheed chose to go the opposite of an intellectual conversation, you know. And so me doing social media for so long, for the last 5 years, I seen a lot of tough guys, you know, on social media. But I've walked up on a lot of these tough guys off of social media, and they have that poop eating grin. Man, it was I walked in forums where there is over 200 some people. I walked in auditoriums. I walked in quite a few places, you know. And
even that picnic in Washington.
I walked in. I mean, and normally I would go with me or my son or myself, you know, or just one person, you know. But I need north, south, east, and west watch so we can shut it down, because we definitely was gonna go viral. I don't want no trouble with my people. I think we got too much violence in the rap world. We got too much violence in the communities. Like, why should people supposed to be claiming to be socially advancing the people? Why do we get into this conscious gangbang just because I disagree with you? You know what I'm saying? Why?
I understand.
We get into all that, but I just wanted to say again that these are the toughest guys on the. I mean, they are really, really tough. They're super tough until you meet them in person. I remember. Let me give a story real quick. I remember I went to Sinetta. We was going back and forth, and he invited me to his privates. You know how they do that. He just went straight gay. He just went straight gay, and he was live, and he had an event that weekend, and we gassed up. Oh yeah, dude, you talking like that? So we gassed up and we go up there. We walk into the event. I got the video. We walk into the event. We ain't paying nothing. Okay, we gonna talk reckless. We gonna go reckless. We ain't pay nothing. We walk past the entry and everything. And I remember my brother Sankofa. Sankofa, you know, cause he came, him and another brother, Rob Prophet, and Sinetta was trying to tell me to leave. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. You tripping. And I remember Sankofa, after everything slowed down, I said, I ain't going nowhere. Go on, handle your business. If you want me to go out, take me out. Meet me outside. Let's go outside together. But anyway, long story short, Sankofa said to me, he said, man, you know, when you walked in here, I said, what in the F is wrong with this guy? And it's the same thing that I say now. Why should I fear my brother, regardless if you're grifting or not? And we supposed to be uplifting, taking our people to another level. I'd rather face you and front your face and see if you really built like that, as opposed to do a bunch of videos. And I say that to say this. Tariq has no interest of dealing with this head on from an intellectual perspective. So with that being said, we're going 100 videos strong.
And that's how I feel about it. But, you know, that's a man that values vanity. So Tariq will never crash out for what he believes in. People that into that material possession, into that ego stroke from the world, he hasn't learned how to refuse the world. So he's definitely, you know, partaking in it. But what you were saying, brother, before, you were speaking about how it will form into when Tariq fades away, but him having that part, now he's making money off the shirts, off every little, you know, product he's pushing. And the deeper message is, you know, for everybody that keep asking why you go after Tariq, and I don't want to explain this anymore, especially if you know you've been on this man for over 10 years. It's because he is the representation of the head. You got to cut the head for the body to drop. And what I mean is, Tariq, if he goes unchecked, this FBA movement can derail a lot of real grassroots movements. It can start making people become intellectually lazy. You're just throwing all your energy, that energy we could use in the front line, to a movement because it's trendy, because it fits a narrative maybe you've been battling internally with. Maybe it's almost like how the Germans pushed the Nazi movement, and some people say it's going too deep, but it's the same thing when a pastor goes after the young lost souls in the streets, but knowing he ain't right his damn self, he wants to, boost up the population in the church, but he ain't never saved the soul. You got him to church, but you ain't make him retain nothing. So it's all off a mirage, and I gotta reveal that mirage to the world. I'm telling you, man, because of people like you, man, I'm not taking my foot off. I'm gonna do more than just tweet back and forth. I'm not even with all that. So that's how I see it. He's the head, and for the body to drop, you gotta take that head away. So I can't wait till you push your emotion, bro. I can't wait.
And let me tell you, the tweets and all that becomes your promotion. That becomes your advertisement. You know what I'm saying? And these conversations becomes ground zero to waking people up, bro. Let me get another caller in. I'm gonna try to do this StreamYard thing and see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can get this StreamYard working and get people on the screen through StreamYard. So, bro, if you want to hit the StreamYard link, see if you can hit it, because that beep is probably getting on everybody's nerve. So let me see if we can get that in. All right, big bro?
All right, no matter what happened, bless, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And I told you we're going to do a show soon, but I got caught up putting this case together because this month is the month. So if anybody choose to support the Cash App, I ask you to support it now. We want to see the grand opening of the Elks Club.
Nah, but ain't no love lost, man. I had a case. I had to bring one of my youth to court and help him get off on probation. So it's cool. I was kind of tied up too. But look, I'm gonna let the callers.
That's what's up. All right, big bro. Peace. So with that being said, check. So look, family. I just put the StreamYard link in there. What's going on? So, family, for real, I just wanted to throw a show in here. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do a membership show tomorrow just to see how these things work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a membership show tomorrow to see how it work out. And we're going to get busy. Let me see who that is right there. Hey, sis.
What's up?
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull you in real quick.
I've been trying to call you. Your phone number, it won't.
No, because I'm on a different program. I got you though. Hold on. I'm about to bring you in right now. I mean, hold your comment. Don't beat me up yet.
I ain't gonna beat you up.
Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I'm about to screen share right now.
Where the hell am I? I don't even see me on TV.
You ain't gonna see yourself yet. I got you. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, there we go. There you go, right there.
Oh, I see me.
I'm about to hook you up. Hold up. Let me hook you up real quick. Let me hook you up. Make it nice. I mean. All right, sis. So what you got for us, sis?
Well, when I started calling in, you were talking about Tariq. I don't know.
Well, I'm just doing a freestyle show tonight. Hopefully people will support. But sis, you can bring it on back to what you want it to be.
Oh, okay. Because you wanted some female FBAs to come out.
Yeah. So you can bring it on back what you want it to be. Come on. Female SBA. Let's go. Sisters FBA. You ain't no female. You a sister. So what you got for me? Talk to me.
Oh, yeah. You got because that whole female cis gender and all that crap. No, I'm all woman, honey. Done had 4 kids. So you're right.
No 4 kids. Kids are baby goats. What you talking about? You ain't never had no kids.
Oh, God bless your heart. Hey, I am 57. I'll be 58. Damn, I forgot how old I
You
am.
see what I'm talking about you. So you try and talk slick and you sitting around talking about you
No,
that had some baby
see,
goats.
no, no. See, I had a stroke back on Easter weekend. So I'm still trying to get my faculties back. But I do know I'm 57 because I was born in 65. So that makes me, for a long time, I
I
kept
think,
thinking,
I think, I think, I think if you can't remember that, with all due respect, you should leave FBA alone for right now, because he's going to
okay,
bank
now,
on that.
now hold up. Hold up. Okay, now I'm not that far gone.
I'm just
Okay.
joking, sis. I love you. I love you.
Oh, okay.
Now go ahead. But
I'm
you
not
got,
new to this. I'm true to this.
but
Okay. So here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not, I'm not campaigning for nobody. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is saying something that I like and that I can, you know, go with, then I'm going to support that. Now, what Tariq says about FBA, I agree with that. Foundational Black Americans, meaning our lineage can be traced back to the plantation. See, I'm from Memphis, and I know my great grandmother was born in 1899, Big Mama, and I knew her. She died in the 90s. But what I'm saying is that, you know, I do believe that that black people who can trace their ancestry back to the plantation, it has to be set up like that, because if not, there's going to be all these other groups of
but
people
sis,
that are going to piggyback and come in and say, well, I'm African American, I'm
sis.
Black American, and then when you start talking about I'm African American, then you can let Elon Musk, people
But
like
let me
that
ask you a
jump.
question, sis. How
Yes,
old?
dear.
You just mentioned your age, did you, or didn't you?
I
How
did.
how old are you again?
57.
You're 57 years old.
Yes.
Sis, you have seen all of these label pride movements once before. And you mean tell me that you cannot decipher a labeled pride movement from a labeled pride movement with substance from one with no substance? In other words, the label pride movement. I'm black
Okay,
and I'm.
first, okay, first of all, I grew up. My father was in the my father was in the Panther movement, and I'm from the I grew up in the Bay Area in California, and like Tupac's mom, my dad, they all went to Grove Street College. It was a college in Oakland. It was a junior college back in the early '70s. But let me tell you, I grew up and I grew up around Stokely Carmichael. I've got pictures of my sister grabbing on to his legs when she was like 2 years old. I knew Kathleen and Eldridge. I used to see them,
Okay, so
and
listen to that.
he
Listen
used
to
to
all
bring
of that.
her he used to bring her, and I used to wonder to myself at 9 years old, why the hell is this woman so quiet? She's so meek and quiet and didn't even
Sis,
speak like she
you've
was. And
seen
then I
all of
found
that
out later.
activism and you fall for Twitter spaces now?
No, okay, all right, all right, all right. See, okay,
You've
listen.
seen all of that activism.
I'm a
You've seen
retired.
food programs. You've
I'm
seen
a
taking
retired
older people to
teacher.
the hold sis. You've seen
I'm a
food
retired
programs.
teacher.
You've seen food programs from the Black Panther.
I sure have.
You've seen taking the elderly to the doctors and to the grocery store from Black
I
Panthers.
sure
You've
have.
seen Black Panthers protecting their neighborhoods from
I sure,
invaders.
and that,
And
yeah,
now
that's
you
why,
fall for a
and
Twitter space.
that's exactly why Ronald Reagan
No, no,
passed
no. You didn't
the
hear what I
law.
just said.
Okay,
After
okay.
seeing and witnessing all that, only thing that you have gotten is a good speech in a Twitter space, a good YouTube show, and you think that's legitimate.
Okay, you know what? What I think is legitimate is I think that if we are going to lobby for reparations, I
Tariq
think
can't
that
lobby. He's a
okay. So
501c3.
Okay, so Tariq can't lobby,
So
but
who's going to
here's what's
lobby?
behind
So
him.
who's going to lobby? I'm not going to let you talk figuratively. I'm not going to let you talk ambiguously. Who
Okay,
is
but I'm
going to
not. You know
lobby for
what?
FBA?
Okay,
Let's go.
hold up. But I'm not gonna let you talk as though you
I'm
know
going
what
to be
I'm saying.
quiet, but I want you to be
I
definitive in your speech.
I am still a listener.
Okay? I want you to be definitive, though. Please be definitive. Don't talk the babble that Tariq act like everybody else is talking. I'm saying, with all due respect, I love you, sis. Please just be definitive. Now, tell us who is going to libel. Who is going to lobby for FBA, or what is the plan to get this lobbying off the ground? Go.
Okay. So first of all, so we have it here in California. We have a task force who's working on it. So who's going to lobby? People who want the law to pass, who want the reparations law to pass in California for starters. And now we have a committee that is supposedly speaking on our behalf. I have not gone to any reparations meeting at the Capitol or anything like that. But to my understanding, they already have a committee in place that is speaking on behalf of bringing that to fruition.
Sis, do you hear what you just said? Sis, you haven't said nothing definitive. Has Tariq went and reported back to you?
What if he did? If he reported back to me about what?
Has he went to these meetings in California? He lived there also.
I don't know. I don't think that he's done all of them. Just from what I've heard when I've listened to his shows, I think I heard that he went to maybe one of them.
Let me ask you this. Those that are putting up this fight for reparations in California, do they identify themselves as the colloquial term FBA, or are you calling them that?
Well, what I have last heard.
I need you to answer and then talk and then expound. Do they refer to themselves as the label FBA, or are you calling them that?
No, they as of late they have not. They have changed the term. Listen to what I'm saying. They had the last meeting they had. Apparently, the woman, I can't remember her name, but they agreed on the term. They went back to saying African American, which is
Have they ever referred to themselves as the term that we have become familiar with Tariq Nasheed, FBA?
No.
So why would you refer to them as FBA if they don't even acknowledge and refer to themselves as that?
Okay, but when I say FBA, everybody knows what. When I say
no, everybody don't know. Everybody don't know. You're taking it for granted that everybody knows.
I say FBA, whether it becomes the term, the language of the land, or what.
But that's imposing. That's just like we was imposed on.
But it says exactly. But it says exactly.
What if somebody don't want to be associated with Tariq because of his rhetoric and his nonsense on social media? And you calling them FBA? He coined the phrase. What if somebody feel offended by that? You don't have any empathy for one who feels offended by these terms?
Here's the thing. The acronym Foundation of Black Americans says it all.
I'm saying Tariq created the term. Okay, listen. And you call somebody that does not want to be associated with Tariq, it could offend them. So I'm saying, why not take that into consideration before you start labeling people the term created by Tariq?
Okay, because I adapted it because I like the way.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you're referring to people who have never referred to themselves as the term. You're imposing. Okay. That's like somebody imposing you the N-word. And you say, hold up. I'm gonna say it like this in the raw. We've been imposed as called, with all due respect, family, nigga. But we said we're not that, right? Let me finish. Can I finish though? Sister, no. Let me finish. It's not a moot point. I want to make a point. Please, can I just make this point and then I'm gonna let you talk. We've been. Let me make.
Somebody refer to themselves as.
No, I want to finish though, sis. Listen, we've been imposed upon by the term nigga, right? Now, nigga comes from a variation of Niger. Niger is a variation of Negro. Negro means black, so it all means black. But you don't want to be imposed upon with the term nigga because of the connotation. But Negro goes right to the term black, But you wouldn't feel except offense for Negro, but you will feel it for Negro and a nigger, but you still will call yourself black. But it all is the same thing in different languages. And that's been imposed on us. So my question is, if you don't want something imposed upon you, why would you impose that on somebody else?
Well, I tell you what, if someone comes to me and says, with all due respect, I don't want to refer to myself as FBA, and I know they're FBA, but they decided they don't want to be referred to as FBA, I'm gonna respect that. Whatever. Okay, you say tomato, I say tomato. Okay, you don't want to be FBA, but I know that your people is from South Carolina or Georgia, and you are adamant about not wanting to have.
What were you calling? What would you calling our people before 2019? What was the term would you referring to?
I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I was born in '65, and by the time '75 rolled around, I was black. And I was black even after '84, when Jackson came up with the term African American. That took me like 10 years before I started.
Do you see? Do you see? So listen to what I'm saying, sis. Now FBA has been a term that was given to you by a Hollywood actor, producer, and entertainer. Not an activist, not a spiritual leader, not a guide, and you don't want to trust them either, but you have taken an entertainer to redefine you after you have been redefined by a system over 4 times in your life.
Okay, well listen, look, Malcolm X used to be a reformed pimp, so if we use that logic, then we would have never...
Tariq is not reformed, though. Tariq is not reformed. Tariq griffed you yesterday. Tariq is not reformed. Don't you compare him with no Malcolm X. Tariq is not reformed. I showed you the receipts yesterday. I'm sorry.
Why are you hollering at me?
I love you, sis. My apologies. Don't make me feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. You're going to make me feel bad. I need to yell at you.
Remember,
I get excited. I love you, sis. Apology. I apologize.
I know I'm older than you.
No, I know, sis. Don't make me feel bad. Don't you make me feel bad.
Listen, I'm not campaigning for Tariq per se. I'm just saying that the acronym FBA it hits right to who we are. Foundational Black Americans.
Sis, and what I'm saying is the NOI defined the Asiatic black man and using the term black and saying that it comes from the original substance of triple darkness that is impregnated in the universe. So, I mean, we can draw conclusions. We're so creative. The human mind is so creative that we can create a term tomorrow that could fit even better than FBA. However, what's connected to the term is a grifter. What's connected to the term is a brick wall. There is no plan. There is no operative. There's no operative meaning of FBA.
So here it is. Your beef with Tariq supersedes the logic of FBA of the acronym. So, in other words, as long as he doesn't coin the term, you'd probably be okay with it.
No. Listen, I understand the philosophical or the principle behind what FBA could mean. But I'm telling you, because he brought it to the table, it was a hustle from day one.
And that's what
it wouldn't matter. No, listen, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter who brought it to the table. If it was genuine, I would support it. But if I find that it's a hustle, then no, I'm going to speak out about it.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the person. It's what's connected to it.
Right. Okay.
How are you going to get your reparations?
Really what it comes down to is two men that got something that they...
No, sis. No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm
the philosophy as put out by Tariq Nasheed as it relates to FBA has no recourse towards anything. Do you know Tariq said this? You know, you've been around for quite some time, right? I'm sure. Did you ever hear when Tariq said this?
Are there plans, or do you guys have some stuff that you have lined up to where the money can grow? The other folks got casinos, other folks got other things working their way, and we kind of got a disadvantage because we've been kind of the money leaves our hands so quick and leaves our neighborhoods. Do you guys have anything in line to kind of guide a lot of folks so we can actually make it to that level of, let's say, casinos or some type of group economics so we can take it to another level?
Now stop right there. Did you hear what he just said? He said all of these other groups have all of these things going on. And now this guy is speaking real logical. He's speaking real clear. Basically, what he's talking about competing for the resources. In this sense, economic resources. Now listen to what your leader. Now listen to what Tariq said.
Great question. Great question.
Hold up. Stop 1 second. I want you to hear what Tariq's answer was, though. Listen.
And here's the thing. When people get their reparations money, they can do anything they wish with it. If you get your reparations money and you want to go buy a big bucket of crack cocaine, you should be able to go buy that crack cocaine and smoke yourself into a frenzy. People should be able to.
Are there plans?
Okay,
you guys have some stuff that you have.
out there is that people cannot dictate and say, you know, what we should. Here's the thing: when they give reparations to the Japanese, the Jewish people, the Native Americans, they never said what they should do with that money.
No, sis.
But
No,
now
sis.
that
Listen.
we're looking for everybody has
No.
to have a reason. Oh,
No, sis. I want you to hear what I gotta say though first before you go. Sis,
right.
do you know the damage that crack did in the 80s?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Do you think it's responsible for anybody who have influence claim that they're fighting for reparations or any type of thing that could further us towards equality? Do you think it's responsible for them to say that you should be able to buy a bucket of crack and smoke it to a frenzy? Do you think that is responsible? No. I'm asking you, do you think that is the responsible thing to say as a leader in our community, or he's not a leader, an influencer in our community? You think that's okay?
I think he was getting his point across that people can do what they want to do with their money because
I'm asking you, do you think that's okay as an influencer? I think, do you think it's like a yes or no? If you think that's okay, that's fine. Thank you. That's all I'm asking. And this is the
okay, but I don't think that takes away from the point he was making.
No. The point that the other guy was making was more uplifting and more practical. That if we're going to get our resources from what our ancestors died for, that we should be investing in things where we can compete for more resources. Now, Tariq says our ancestors died. We are getting the benefit, but it's okay to take that benefit and buy and smoke crack to a frenzy. Our ancestors died in the field, died never free, worked for free, and it's okay for one to say that. You can even buy a bucket of crack to smoke to a frenzy, and you are influencing over 250,000 people on each of your platforms. That is irresponsible. That is irresponsible.
Okay. Let me say something, okay? Okay. Yes, it's irresponsible if your message is to just that's not, I think he was not advocating for people to take their reparations And he was saying that we can do with it what we want if we choose, because there's so many people that are coming up now saying, well, we need to have this committee to look at this, and how are they going to use the money, and we should have programs that, they didn't tell the Japanese, they didn't tell that the Jewish.
Why would listen? You can't listen. See now we making another straw man's argument. You comparing yourself to the Japanese. There is not a group of people on the planet. No. Listen, sis. There is not a group.
When you give one group a check, or the Asians when they gave them these grants and stuff they got during the COVID and everything. I'm not comparing myself to any other group, but I'm just saying, sis, when you give the money to other groups and you have no strings attached, why you gotta attach strings to us if we?
I'm about to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's not a group on the planet Earth that have suffered like we have. There's not a group of people. Let me finish. I want to finish, sis. No, I want to finish, sis. There's not a group of people that have suffered like we have on the planet. And now that we have a financial opportunity to even the score, or to attempt to even the score, we have a fool to say it's okay to smoke crack now, even if he's using it as a euphemism, even if he uses it as a bad example. It's a bad choice of words for one who controls over 250,000 ears on a subscription of a platform. Then we should hold our people to a higher standard. It has nothing to do because of the situation that we're in. We should hold our people to a higher standard. Now, Tariq Nasheed, he's just a numbskull. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But sis, at your stage of the game, sis, you are supposed to be instructing people like me, people like Tariq, and younger into wisdom. You're not supposed to accept the ill wisdom of a fool and say it's okay. You are supposed to say, brother, that is not the right thing to do. You're supposed to say on this podcast tonight, you're supposed to say, well, brother, you know what? Yes, that is an error. And then now the younger generation can look for you to wisdom. No, wisdom, I'm talking wisdom. You already know it's not right. You already mentioned that.
Here's what I'm saying. The wisdom right now is that I hear what you're saying. And you're saying the only thing I should be saying on your podcast, because I recognize that that's what you want to hear me say. I'm going to say what you want to hear me say.
No, I'm saying that if you believe that is wrong, if you believe something is wrong, just accept it and move on. Don't justify it because you are the elder.
He could have used a better.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fix your words for you. I'm saying you being the matriarch. You being the matriarch. You being the mother of the universe.
Okay. I'm saying, how are you going to tell me how I should respond to what somebody? I'm not going to tell the people of the universe to go jump off a cliff. Okay, but I'm not going to tell them to go or to, I'm just saying I would hope that they wouldn't use their money to do that, okay? But I would also like to think that we could get to a place where we could understand, we could realize that he was using that.
Now you're speaking for him. You can't speak, sis. Now you're doing two things.
Well, I can't speak for nobody.
I'm asking you to speak for yourself as a matriarch. As a matriarch of FBA, you should be guiding the FBAs towards logical reasoning and wisdom. As a matriarch of FBAs.
I don't speak for anybody but myself. I have a mind of my own. I'm very capable of speaking for myself. So anything that comes out of my mouth, you can trust and believe is coming from me. And I'm not parroting what anybody has said.
No, listen what I'm saying. I want to say this one more time. Sis, as being a part of the FBA concept, right? Just because Tariq says it or somebody else say it, you know that that's not right and exact, or you know that maybe that shouldn't be said. Isn't it okay to say, even is it okay to say, well, no, we shouldn't be telling people they should buy a bucket of crack and smoke to a frenzy? That's unacceptable.
Think he did that. I don't think he was saying go buy a bucket of crack.
He didn't say go buy a crack. He said he doesn't care. So it's the persuasion of I don't care what you do with your money when it comes from something where we have suffered atrocities. Now, you should be trying to influence people.
I don't even think he was saying I don't care if you go buy. I don't think that was what he was saying. He wasn't saying go smoke a bucket of crack.
I know he's not saying that. I'm saying his influence, the energy.
Saying was that I don't care. It's like, hey, if you want to trick all your money off, and you can trick all, every dime you get in reparations. If you want to go and trick it off, that's on you. What if he just said that?
Sis, listen to me. Listen to me. What if he would have said that? Sis, you cannot fight. Listen to me, sis. You cannot claim that you're fighting for social advancement in one breath, reparations, FBI as an identity, and then talk counterproductive in another breath. Sis, that's talking with a forked tongue. You cannot talk for social advancement in one breath and then counterproductive in another breath. That's talking with a forked tongue.
So let's say I disagree with how he worded that. Okay, now what?
Now, what would you advise people to do with their reparation money?
Well, I would advise them. I'm a property owner. You know what I'm saying? And
so that's how you should be advising people.
And that's generational wealth, and that's what it was intended for. When we left the plantations, and they said they were going to give us 40 acres and a mule, so that we could till the land, and we could have property that we could pass down to our. That was the whole game plan at the beginning of all this. But we got undermined, and we weren't able to do that. Okay. So 110, however long was it, 1865, blah, 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 and then we're 2023. Okay, 100 some odd years later, we still have not been able to get get back on track with that. But basically, they kicked. We left the plantation, and we didn't have nothing. And that was the whole dream of our ancestors, for us to have the generational wealth through the property. Through that 40 acres and a mule thing. So my biggest thing, and I'm a big proponent of acquiring land, because it can be it's wealth for many families.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So to have one who's pushing social advancement by the terminology FBA, and then push you can do whatever you want with your money, is irresponsible when you're an influencer. That's the only thing I'm saying about that. It's irresponsible. And now what I'm saying is, how does being FBA, I'm asking you now, how does FBA help you in any way in this day and time?
Okay. How it helps me personally is that if and when the government or the states and the government decide that they are going to base reparation claims on a status of lineage, and they're going to basically tie it all the way back to people who are descendants of slaves, then that is to our advantage. Now we say foundational Black American because
the government don't know what a foundational Black American is. Y'all haven't done enough work for that. Y'all haven't established anything
yet.
The government don't know. They're not giving you nothing.
The Black people, they may not. Okay, they very well may not. But in the event that they do, I think that I'll have a pretty good idea. Okay, my what my position would be.
Do you realize that they had designated something about the freedmen in California in your home state right now?
Of course.
All right. So,
I know that.
So get behind the freedmen's movement. Leave FBA right now. I command you to leave FBA right now and get behind the freedmen movement.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. I have not the freedmen movement. I can look it up and look into it. Okay, I'm not opposed to that.
Why haven't Tariq been down to any of those meetings?
Well, I don't know because at first.
Did anybody ever ask him? Anybody ever ask him why he don't go to them meetings?
I assume because the first time he had the rally in Washington D.C.
No. Those rallies is not bent towards legislation. The meetings at
No. I'm saying as to why it might not have been on his calendar to show up. But I don't know that he has. But I don't know.
No, they having them all the time. He haven't been to one of them, right in California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in California. Okay, so no, I don't know particularly.
Don't you think that's kind of odd though, that he's talking about reparations and FBA this and the FBAs, and he even got you talking about the FBA is doing something in California, but he's never been to any one of those meetings? Maybe one.
No, I think he has. No. He has been to.
I said maybe one. I said maybe one, but I'm gonna have to research that. I ain't even sure about that.
But I don't know. I don't know if his schedule permits. He's doing different things. So,
Since you making excuses for like a 53-year-old man that do 3-hour live streams on Twitter Space and an hour live stream on social media, you're sitting there making excuses for him. Do you hear yourself?
I excuses for anybody. I'm not, and I told you from the very beginning, I'm not campaigning for nobody. I'm speaking on my
sis.
On what
I need you to email me your FBA card when you get off this line. That's it. That's it. You coming over here with me. You coming over here with me. You're a Moorish Raw TV citizen. That's it. Being a Moorish Raw TV citizen is more valuable than FBA. At least you get the truth. That's it, sis. I love you. That's it. I'm not letting you go over there no more.
I ain't got no FBA card. Look, I have a veteran card. Okay. I have my teaching card for the district I teach. All that. I ain't got no FBA card.
Where is Tariq getting all this cash?
That's the problem. Everybody is the freedmen, the FBA. The bottom line is everybody needs to get on the same page as to what the goal is.
Nah, sis, what you have to understand is that, let me say this to you, sis. What you have to understand is that this is the social media era. And all of these brands becomes grifting opportunities. The only promising brand that is worth looking in at this hour is the Freedmen's. I'm not saying that I support the freedom. I'm not saying that I'm a part of the Freedmen's, but they are making power moves within legislative bodies. So,
but is the Freedmen's group, are they trying to all lives matter? The whole thing?
I mean, you have to get no. What I'm saying is no. That's not true. What I'm saying is the freedmen is only a bureau that will establish the funds to be dispensed and who they will be dispensed to.
I remember they had that.
So what I'm not endorsing them. I'm not endorsing them. What I'm saying is that I'm starting to see that they are getting a lot of headway within legislation bodies. So there is, Tariq been talking about FBA since 2019, supposedly, and he has gotten no leadway. He haven't established anything. Even Marcel say he gonna rock with the Freedmen's.
Really? When did Marcel say this?
I'm gonna play that tape tomorrow.
Well, no, I believe.
No, he still believes he's FBA. He still believes he's FBA.
He said, okay, right? And people go with where they want to go.
But what I'm trying to tell you is all of this is internet grifting. You know what that means? That means people are selling ideas. People are selling ideas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For instance, Tariq say I say his name. Tariq say.
I need to get off the internet because I'm getting caught up in something that's not even real.
No, it's good. Be entertained. It's like the soap operas. It's like All My Children. Like all of these groups, ADOS, FBA, and all of these groups. It's like One Life to Live. It's like General Hospital. It's like all my children. But the moment that you take it serious, you're going to start investing your time and energy in it, and you're going to promote it for somebody who's not that intelligent, and they're going to buy into it even if you don't.
Well, I'm not, here's what I'm going to do. The only thing that I can do is share the information that I have. I don't have the ability to brainwash someone, to bring them into this movement. I can tell them what I understand the movement to mean, and if they agree with it, then they can do their own independent research on it. I'm not here trying to bring people in for the.
Listen, sis. You don't have to try to bring people in. Your influence. Right. Whether even on this show here tonight, your influence can be a catalyst to people being played because of your support of the concept of FBA. And what I'm telling you is that at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with identifying yourself as the one who helped birth this economic boom or built this nation. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we're going to say that in one breath and we don't have a path to compensation in that same breath, then somebody is playing us. Somebody is emotionally playing with us. Because if you come up with a term FBA and you say that it's valuable that we help build this country and that we should be paid reparations for that, you say all of that. Hold that thought right there. You have sold books. You have sold records. You have organized production of DVDs. You have organized productions and businesses centered around selling documentaries. You have organized the production of documentaries, but you have done not one thing to organize us from a conversation of identity and suffrage to compensation. That should stand out like a sore thumb.
What do you think that the march in November, what do you think that was designed to do?
No, I was there. That's promotion. Do you understand promotion and advertisement?
That was designed to push the movement further and to get the message out there.
No. That was promotion and advertisement. Sometimes, do you know Clive Davis have the biggest Grammy Award party before? No, Clive Davis. Clive Davis has the big. That's right. He has the big. Absolutely. He has the biggest pre-Grammy party of any kind, and it's world renowned. Now listen to what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. But do you know that pre-Grammy party, no matter how many great singers are there, no matter how many people that are going to be on the red carpet is there, is a promotion for his brand?
I know.
You do know that, right?
I know.
So this is what I'm saying. This march is nothing more than a promotion for his brand. Just like he's going to have the thing in Dallas. Guess how he can have that thing in Dallas? Guess how he got people to show up? Because the march was a promotion. The video is a promotion. It's all promotion. It's not getting to liberation.
They have their product there.
No, listen what I'm saying. It's all a promotion. It has nothing to do with reparations or liberation.
I understand that when people understand it's marketing. It's marketing strategy. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So the thing in DC is marketing. It's not about reparation. It's not about awareness. It's
Can it be-
marketing.
Can it be more than one thing? Can it
No,
be,
I
can
was
it be
there.
marketing
No, I was
as
there.
a
No, I
as,
was
as
there.
a product of what he's doing?
No.
Can it be the end result
No, let
of
me
what
tell you
he's doing?
something.
But at the same time, he got the message out to a lot of people.
No, he
to
didn't. Let me
understand-
explain something, sis.
You
Let me
don't-
let me explain something. Let's stop giving people the benefit of the doubt who have done what we consider to be great things. If you consider him doing great things of putting movies together, documentaries together, organizing these things from a thought. Hold up. Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, that's fine. You like them?
I do.
Okay, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he's intelligent and he's an organizer.
He
That-
is
all right. That's
he's
my.
got a crisp
Thank you.
mouthpiece.
Thank you. So listen to what I'm saying.
intelligent.
Listen to what I'm
But I
saying.
don't campaign for nobody.
Listen to what I'm saying. If we give him the benefit that he's an intelligent organizer, why haven't he organized one simple path to reparations besides rhetoric, hairlines, and tether talk?
Okay, because I think that what has happened that in California, he has his rhetoric has led to, I guess, in 2019 they put the thing back on the table as far as reparations were concerned. To my understanding, he was a part of making that happen in California.
Untrue.
Okay. Well, okay. So basically, what you're saying is that he needs to be doing more work on the ground to help move forward the reparations movement and the museum and the thing in Dallas that's coming up and the thing that we just had in New York, and then last year he had an event also during COVID. There was an event. So all these little things.
It's to sell you products. These are things to sell you products or promotion the next to sell you products. These are not things leading towards liberation and reparation. If you say that you was around when the Black Panthers was around, you know what liberation movements look like. This ain't that.
I know. Yeah, I know, because those people were willing to get strapped up
But there was other movements too. Martin Luther King now. They didn't get strapped up. They got beat up. But they was moving.
Yeah,
they had a plan.
We followed Malcolm's way of thinking, and some other people followed Martin.
But what I'm saying is, regardless of what happened, they had plans. They had executions of plans. Tariq has blog shows, conventions, rallies. No plan. His plan is to sell you something. I'm trying to save you.
No, you don't have to save me, darling. Please, I'm not jumping off a cliff. I am not hit a wall. I'm fine.
I'm just playing, sis. Sis, I want to get out of here. Sis, you come when you go. Sis, let me. I'm gonna have to take it over. I'm gonna have to take it over and show how it's done. That's just it. I gotta take it over. I'm gonna be the leader of FBA. I'm gonna take over FBA.
You up for it?
Yeah, it's like work.
You gonna do a hostile takeover?
No, I'm just gonna show people how to move constructively and change it around. See, this would have stopped FBA from talking crazy. All you need to do is say we're about to put boots on the ground and do some work, and everything gonna shut down. It's an internet movement.
Okay, that's where people of different mindsets need to come together as a whole movement.
No, the moment that we say, okay, this is our first plan of action. We're putting together a committee in Philadelphia at the such and such hotel. I'm going to be sitting there, me and you, looking at each other. Oh, you just doing it for YouTube views. They're going to make all type of excuses. You know what I mean? We're putting together a committee so we create a council so we can strategically move on reparations. If Tariq did that, people would show up But guess what? It's going to be a bunch of tables around to sell some T-shirts, to sell you some Ogun juice. I'm telling you, it's an internet thing, sis. That's all it is. It's Twitter. Enjoy it. It's the new soap opera. It's the new soap operas. That's it. Nothing more.
Okay, well, well,
African Queen, we coming to Philadelphia. I don't know what you talk about.
Brown.
Now, let me say this. Sis. I appreciate you. Next time, I'm going to have you on my panel. Why do you watch Moorish World TV? You like Moorish World TV?
Yeah.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, can you forgive me for yelling, though? Can you forgive me for yelling? Because I'm not yelling at you. I just yell. I'm trying to work on it.
No, I know you just high strung and you like to be heard and you like people to follow what you. I respect that. Ain't no shame in the game.
But I don't mean no disrespect. So, I'm a woman's man. What I mean is I sit at the knee of my grandmama. I sat at the knee of my mama. My sister took care of me. And that's just who I am. So I don't ever want you to think that I meant any disrespect by yelling. I just get hyper.
No. But let me tell you something. I have been up against heavy hitters in my time. I won't say heavier because I don't want to,
you better not say that. You better not say that.
Been among.
You better not dare say that because I was about to shut the show down, but we can go another hour now.
No, I'm not because I know you from Maryland. Y'all don't play that Tariq getting all this cash. But let me tell you something. I'm like Wendy Williams says, I have lived, okay? So at 57 years old, come on now, I have seen it. If not, I have done it. So I already know. Okay?
But sis, can I ask you a question?
Is Tariq getting all this cash?
Where is Tariq getting all this cash?
Where is getting all this cash? Yeah.
It's always a scam.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, that's.
It's always a damn scam.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna go to the museum and see what's going on.
Yeah, you go to the museum?
No,
can you
next week after next.
Can you film? Oh, you might meet me there.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to the premiere because I have my son who's 14, and the kids can't come to the VIP one.
Will you know the tickets as high as Beyonce tickets?
Nothing can be as high as Beyonce tickets. That's just stupid. Yeah, and not only is she selling high ass tickets, but I heard someone say she has superseded Whitney and Michael because of all the Grammys. You know what I said? I said, first of all, the Grammys have dropped their standards, okay? That's one thing. And then I said, and payola is still in full effect. So shit, anybody can get some Grammys if they got the right connections and the right. So give me a break.
Do you think? Did you support the museum?
Do I support?
No. Did you put something on that million?
Oh.
Did you put 5 on it?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, so you gotta buy a ticket then. You ain't walking up in there. I was gonna see if I could pull some strings to get you in there free if you bought a ticket. If you help gave a donation. I was gonna campaign for you.
But I did buy the Rudder Sesse packet for Christmas.
Oh my God! You can't buy that for Christmas. You don't celebrate Christmas. That's why it's a Rudder Sesse or a Tuesday. How you gonna say you're gonna buy a Tuesday for Christmas? And the reason for a Tuesday is to leave Christmas alone. You see?
I'm just trying to tell you that I'm just trying to refresh your memory as to when I bought it for the season. It was during the Christmas season, but of course it wasn't Christmas.
You bought that sweater? That's a sweatshirt. That ain't even a sweater.
Purchase.
Wasn't it a sweatshirt? It wasn't even a sweater. It was a printed sweatshirt. Sis, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Show me the sweater. Show me the sweatshirt. That wasn't even a sweater. That was a sweatshirt. Go get the sweatshirt, please. We need to see it here. Go get it. Can we see
He
it?
wasn't. Wait a minute. No, I don't. No. Listen, he wasn't selling any T-shirts at that time. He was just
What
selling.
you
No,
get in your
it was
package
just
then?
cards, and it was what?
What did you get in your package? You said you bought the a Tuesday package. What'd you get?
No. Listen. I said it came with the Rubber Sese cards to give away for the holidays.
Oh, you
during
got the
holiday
cards.
season.
You got the cards.
And it came with a book, and I cards, and I got a book.
What book you get?
I got book breaking.
He got a butt breaking book too.
And then there was a third.
Why you want to read about butt breaking?
Well, first of all, I have sons.
But he got a butt breaking book. I didn't know he had a butt breaking book.
No, it's called Buck, B-U-C-K.
Pause.
B-U-C-K. Buck breaking, not butt breaking. Not butt breaking, it's buck breaking.
Oh my goodness. So you got the book? I thought he just had the video.
Oh, no. He has.
He sell y'all anything. Good goodness gracious.
He has the book, and he does have the video.
So you got the book?
And
so you got the book?
Well, here's the thing. Everybody has products that they're selling.
No, I'm asking. Can I see the book? Let me see what the book look like. I never knew he had a book. That's new to me. I got to add that to the grift list.
No, it doesn't mean it doesn't make you a grifter because you have products that you sell.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
What you're doing.
Listen, it ain't nothing wrong with that.
If you wrote a book about your past and how you used to be.
No, listen.
If you wrote a book and you sold it on this platform right here.
No, I am going to sell my book. But let me tell you something about the book, Buck Breaking. And I can guarantee you, and the movie, that it's poorly researched as it relates to true history. I can guarantee you that if you would try to pinpoint that with sources, you will go around the universe 5 times before you find one. It's a made-up story.
But here's the point. The point is that you bring the information to life.
No, it's a made-up story. It's made up. It's the 3 bears.
It's what?
It's a made-up story. It's the 3 bears.
No.
It's Little Red Riding Hood.
No. Buck breaking was a process that we had breeding plantations, especially in the Caribbean.
Wasn't no Europeans. Wasn't no European. Europeans did not set up no location to just have sex with brothers in order to break them. That's a lie.
I'm not saying that they.
No, that's what he called it. He said there's a process called buck breaking. No, Europeans. No. What they did was, the nasty Europeans, they raped men and women, but that wasn't the process in breaking a slave. That is sensationalism. The nasty slaveholder, let's be clear. No.
Not so much as in breaking the slave as it was.
No, let's be clear. No, let's be clear. No, listen to what you're saying though. Sis, let me ask you a question. Do you know where the term buck breaking come from? The origin of that term. The origin of the term buck
would be horses.
Horses. There you go. You stop a horse from bucking, you have to break them, right? So there's a process to get that horse to stop bucking, and that process is called breaking. I'm telling you that there was no process. Hold up. I'm telling you that there was no definitive process that the European used to break, to sexually exploit us, to break us. They raped our women, men, and children because they were
So it should be
savages.
called, it should be called rape breaking instead of buck breaking.
No,
Rape
they
breaking.
didn't do it for there wasn't a system. The system to break a slave was different than that. That was just rape. That was just rape. That wasn't a system. The actual system was to sit you in front of people and tar and feather you, beat you with whips, cut your flesh open till your flesh fly around, cut your limbs off. That was breaking.
True.
That was breaking. So Tariq had sensationalized rape and gave it, and what he did was he customarily made it into something that didn't exist. He made it, and it sounds good, and it actually sounds good because these atrocities did happen, but there was no system.
Okay. But here's the thing. But the label, it can be appropriate to explain exactly all the things that
No. Because no. Did you read the book? Did you read the book? Did you read the book?
Because
okay, all right. I'm telling you, in the movie, he says, he says there's a process that is called buck breaking. What they would do is they would have sex with men to break them. He's talking about a systematic process of making men slaves by sexual perversion. I'm telling you that there was no system. I'm telling you that there was no systematical process. No, they had a process for that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's not the only author. I know other authors who have touched on the same subject.
He stole the story. He actually stole the story, where the person was actually talking about the context of sexual deviance during the slave time. I know exactly where he got the story from. Yeah, and he used that to sell. His products. He's grifting.
But it's been written about for years. It's been out there. It was.
No, not like he did. He made it a system. He made it a slavery system, and it's not exist. But sis, I got to get out of here. Good goodness of gracious, sis, you can talk.
I also heard that in the Caribbean there were certain places in the Caribbean where they took slaves to specifically, like they had breeding plantations, plantations, that they had buck breaking plantations too.
That's what I'm telling you. That's not true. And there's no sources to that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no sources to that.
Oh, okay.
There's no sources to that. That's sensationalism. He sensationalized little instances. It's just like he says that the slaves are Tuesday, they recognized that the slaves escaped in the winter months. Now, what foolish slave would try to run in the snow?
No, they did. They did.
There was only a few slave revolts. No, that's not true.
That was true.
That's not true. It's not true. There was maybe 3 slave revolts. There was about 3 slave revolts, and they were in the Caribbean, not foundational Black Americans.
Okay, and then Harriet Tubman did a lot of her going back and rescue during the winter months also, and around Christmas time, and that is true. I've done that. I've seen that also. So that's I have verified. I mean, a lot of things that he says, it's not just okay. He said it, so I believe it. My father was an African historian, and I grew up with this in the 70s. I mean, God, And it's like, and I was an English major, and I studied Black literature, I studied African American literature, and I was a history buff. I wanted to be a history teacher.
You ain't no history buff.
I didn't. I never said I was no expert, no buff. I said I wanted to be that, but I had already got my English literature degree, so I started teaching.
We're going to do a history class on my show. We're going to take Tariq work, and I'm going to show you how he misappropriated history.
I started teaching English, and then I decided And then I decided I probably would be more interested in history, but I didn't want to go back and get another credential to teach history. So, but I mean, I'm well versed in about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Let's trade.
But,
You teach me English, I teach you history.
I'm not one to.
Let's trade.
Now look, if you want to know the components of an essay and how to write the hell out of an essay, I can teach that, okay? But I can't really. You're an expert in what you do. I guess I'm an expert in what I do.
That's what I'm saying. I butcher words a lot on this show. The Moorish World TV citizens be upset. So you teach me English and I teach you history. Fair trade.
Okay. Bet.
Sis, I love you, sis. I got to get out of here. I hope I see you on my panel next time I do a show. I'll be here tomorrow. You going to join us tomorrow?
And check this out. I left my number because I kept calling in and it kept.
You gotta text me.
The caller. No. I don't. Oh yeah. He kept saying the recipient can't take your call, and then I think you were saying something like somebody's trying to call in, but they're calling on a blocked number. And then I wrote you back and I said I'm not calling on no blocked number.
Text that number. Text that number. Text that number. And let me know that I just say your name because I know you by your name. And I'm not gonna let these people over there bamboozle you any longer. This is it. We are the new FBA. We are the new FBA.
I'm a pretty tough cookie.
Listen.
A person would have to get up pretty damn early in the morning to try to bamboozle me.
Listen.
That'd be too hard.
From this day forward, we are called New FBA Nation. And I'm the leader.
So it's going to be NFBA.
That's right, NFBA, the new FBA Nation. Original FBA. OFBA. OFBA. Original Foundational Black Americans. I'm the leader. You my secretary. You ready?
Original, okay, so original, so it's like the gray hair mothers FBA brigade or something.
No. Original Foundational Black American. That way, the Mongolian-looking Indians that's real pale, they can't be original. I mean, cause Foundational Black Americans, you might get some dark-skinned Indians or something that wasn't on the slave plantation. So you my secretary. We the OFBA from this day forward.
That's why we have narrowed it down. That's why we have
No, we the OFBA.
To the 1870 census.
No, we are the OFBA. We are the OFBA. Listen, hit the Cash App and send me $1,000 for your dues for the year, and let's get this work started.
Yeah, right. Tariq getting all this cash.
I love you, sis.
Hey, I'm sending you something right now, but it ain't gonna be $1,000, okay?
I thank you so much, sis. Please text me though, because I want to bring you on my panel. I want all.
Hey.
You are entertaining, sis. Go back and watch the show.
I ain't got to cheat for the beat you. Huh?
Sis, go back and watch yourself. You're gonna have a ball. All right, don't forget to text me today because I want to bring you on my panel with Gravitating and a few others. And I would love to get Truth, whatever the guy is. All right? All right, sis. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Oh, man. That would have been a good one. That is it. That would have been a good one.
Look at it. I got to her. Got to her somebody. Somebody got to get her. That's right, Glow Africa. Uh-oh.
We waking up Granny too.
It's about that time.
That's right.
It's about that time, y'all.
Yeah. Put my cash app here. Thank you for your support, family. You know what I mean? Let Thank you once for time. Family, again, if you see, I see y'all putting y'all
Where y'all at?
I see y'all putting y'all like I say, even if it's $1, I don't care what it is. Make sure that you put your email.
Where we at?
Y'all gonna get some good footage.
Come on in.
Come soon.
Come on in, family.
Jesse say congratulations, another one. Ah man, and I just freestyled this show, family.
Got to hurt somebody.
You know what I mean?
Somebody got to get hurt.
Somebody got to get hurt, family.
That's right, global African supremacy.
Thank you for your support,
that
family.
Gas, baby.
We got that gas.
Got to have that gas.
That's right.
If you gonna make it move.
Thank you, Seti. That's right.
A lot of niggas' grandmas are Eastern stars.
That's
I
right.
love you, grandma.
I love you, Grandma.
But we waking grandmamas up too.
We waking grandmamas up too.
We waking grandmamas up too. We love you, Granny. You the citadel.
You the citadel.
We love you. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma.
We love you, Grandma.
We done so much for us. They seen that hit. All right. Is you ever coming up out with them niggas?
Hold up, Seti. Wait a minute, Seti. Y'all ain't right, boy. Y'all ain't right at all, man. Oh, man, y'all just ain't right, man. Good goodness gracious. Y'all need to stop that, man. Anyway, I got to do that one more time, Seti. Hold up, Seti. I got Seti say we waiting up grandmama too. Moochie Man needs to stop doing that, man. Moochie Man be making me pull up clips out right there. I ain't even think about that. Moochie Man sent me a text. You know what I mean? Moochie Man sent me a text and said that foolishness, man. You know what I mean?
I got to her. I got to her. Got to her somebody. A lot of niggas' grandmas are Eastern stars. Well, I love you, grandma. But we waking grandmamas up too. Oh, well, I love you, grandma. But we waking grandmamas up too. We waking grandmamas up too. We love you, Granny. You the citadel of the family. We love. I got to her too. We love you, Granny. You the citadel of the family. We love. But we wait.
Let me thank my guest. She just sent me a Cash App. Thank you so much, sis. Please, I hope you sent your email. Also, if you didn't send it through the Cash App, make sure you send it to the number. If I recognize your support, you will be right up in here on our membership. But anyway,
Them grannies too. You the citadel of the family. We love. But we waking up grannies too. Up too. We love you, Granny. You the citadel of the family. We love. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. You done so much for us. Love. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. You done so much for us. Say, sing that hit.
Seti!
We waking grandmamas up too. We love you, Granny. You the citadel of the family. We love. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. You done so much for us. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. You done so much for us. Say, sing that hit. The citadel of the family. We love. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. You the citadel of the family. You the citadel of the family. We love. But we waking up grannies too. Grandmama got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. Got to get woke up too. We love you, Grandma. Got to get woke up too. We love you up too. We love you, grandma. You done so much, grandma. You didn't have to get woke up too. We love you, grandma. You done so much for. They see that
Expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard.
Look at you get woke up too. We love you, grandma. You done so much for. They see that hit.
First of all, let me welcome y'all to Moorish World TV. Come on, it's time to go. Ain't nobody going to see me to see who hate you. Never on my watch. Time to go pull out the pot, turn up the heat, let's make it hot. Don't be tripping on the frauds when you're rolling with the guard. Hey, Griff, Sonny, boxing out, Wax and Sean, Yasmin and the Queen got Sean from the shot, Candy Chamber, Ishmael Bay, and Sensu. Anybody they can get it if they gripping on the fan. Moorish World TV, investigating all scams. Go check my record and please don't front. Come on, keep it a buck. I ain't the wrong one from Sinetta and Polite and Tariq, Beverly, Zulu, Shabazz, and Grandmaster J. Word to God for the fraud. I want to do it evil, ain't nothing. Watch how I do the Tariq, the law, Nasheed. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. I'm your host, Brother Tariq, babe. Let's get up on these frauds' neck. And let's shut them down, let's go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. That's right, let everybody know what's going down. Moorish World TV. We gon' shut it down. Share this to these two platforms. Thumbs up. The show starts now. Let's get it.
Family, I ain't gonna front. Before I go, family, this is a joy hanging out with y'all. Y'all make podcasting so much fun. This is why it's hard for me to get off and go and get some rest so I can get up and work tomorrow. I'll be tired. I really have fun doing this, and you make this so much fun. This is a beautiful journey, and I look forward to taking y'all on this journey with me as we address the seriousness of the claims as made by Tariq Nasheed in my name. I want to thank you for all your support and for all the people that says that I'm doing the same begging that Tariq is doing or grifting or something like that. I'm just going to block you because that's not the case. I'm trying to explain, if you would listen, that these egregious assertions were uncalled for. They were wrong. They wasn't exact at all. They could have been easily looked into and discovered to be false, but he continued to push him in the manner that he has. He's sued quite a few people in his day. So don't say, I'm a tough guy, I'm suing, I started and I'm suing. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm not a tough guy. And I'm suing because after 2 live streams to showing that you can look it up and a cease and desist letter, he still compounds it by talking crazy. Now, for the support from the Moorish World TV citizens, that's because it can be an expensive journey trying to correct an error by one who has a little bit of influence. That's just the way it is. And this is one of the reasons why this thing goes on, because a lot of people don't have the thick skin to go all the way to the end, or they don't have the financial support or backing to even start a journey like this. I have thick skin, and with your support, we're going to make an example. So with that being said, family, I'm up out of here, and we're going
keep it a buck.
We're going to keep it a buck. You follow me? Ain't nothing wrong with keeping it a buck. We gonna keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
Getting all this cash.
See y'all tomorrow night.